Welcome to Seven-Sided Die's Carpathian adventure. Travel back 700 years to the early 1300s. Castles like this dot the countryside. The Hungarian Empire, or Carpathian Empire, is at its zenith. The nascent Ottomans are on the rise. The not holy, nor Roman, nor an empire, Holy Roman Empire battles within. England and France one another. As the Templars recede into history, the Teutons are on the rise. Welcome to the Carpathian adventure. This was a great hall. There would have been a roaring fire. It would have been adorned with Gothic windows. This might be where our adventuring party might gather. Let's meet them.
My name is Virexin. I am a monk who was exiled into Greece after fleeing my homeland. I was sent on a quest via a dream I received. I went in search of great heroes I saw in the dream to help stop some monstrosity from wreaking havoc across the world. I found those heroes in the Champions of the Sun. Now I strive to gain their trust so they can one day help me defeat the vile beast that threatens everything.
I am Kip Kaelin, Ranger of the North, and I am lost. Hailing all the way from Garin in Scotland, I have faced great tragedy, losing all those dear to me. I am haunted by that fateful night and what was taken from me. I face defeat at every turn, attempting to enact revenge on those that did this to us. And when all my strength, resources, and allies, save for my trusted wolf Lycoa, was depleted, I stumbled upon the Champions of the Sun at the Battle of Sagut. I decided to ally myself with these seemingly capable and worthy adventurers to aid me in putting the lost to rest. It is what she would want, or so she seems to indicate.
I am Balder, a Norseman, a soldier, and an eldritch knight. I left my home to leave politics behind, only to be dogged by it across Europe. I first met the Champions of the Sun outside a small town in Hungary. Together, we battled Ottoman raiders and vampires. The Champions gave me purpose again, and where it takes me, I know not, but I know I want to be a part of it.
My name is Jumnus Dawnflower. I used to be a merchant sailor until I was shipwrecked on a strange island and killed in a sacrificial blood ritual. In the moment between life and death, an otherworldly goddess of light came to me, offering me a second chance at life if I swore to enact her will upon the world. Now I travel with the Champions of the Sun, looking to right wrongs, vanquish evil, and earn the new life I've been given.
I am Borinth, the Cave Bear. I come from a tribe of barbarians that once lived in the mountains of the Badenweiler. While on my sacred spirit quest, my tribe and family were attacked, with none left alive. I now seek the power to avenge my people. With my rage, I grow stronger, and with the Champions of the Sun, I seek a path to restore and preserve my people's culture and rid this world of any evil that stands in my way.
I am Matthias, of the House of Bathory, Knight Baron of Carpathia. With my traveling companion, Ambria, I was dragged into a whirlwind path by a rogue monk. But those I have met since then have earned my respect, and, more importantly, my trust.
Welcome to the Carpathian adventure. Welcome, I'm Tom. Thank you for joining us. We're a group of gamers who get together in real life to play Dungeons and Dragons. Some of us are military, some are in IT, others retail managers, a few are parents, students, etc. So we do this strictly for fun. We hope you enjoy it nonetheless. There were quite a few thank yous in our open, except one. You. We would like to thank you, our Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook followers, as well as our YouTube subscribers. Thank you for joining us. That whistling in the background is one of our players joining us via remote. If you have not already, please follow on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. Please like on YouTube and Facebook. And of course, please subscribe on YouTube. If during the stream you follow or donate on Twitch, or if you subscribe on YouTube, your username should pop up on the screen. While we were doing a test just before we started streaming, we did get a new subscriber, and so I know that it pops up right down below on this particular screen, and I think when we're in the generic screen, it pops up right up above. So thank you for subscribing. During the stream, some of us are watching Twitch. I am watching Twitch. I have it up this time. I'm not sure I'll actually be able to look down at it, but I do have it up. Some of us are watching Twitch, so please feel free to comment or ask questions. While live, we'll endeavor to answer those questions if they are appropriate. What happened the last episode?
Oh no.
Brad,
Hold on. Vamp
or the
first.
Carpathian Adventures of Jonas
You're doing great.
Dawnflower
Slower.
has a synopsis of the
no.
Oh my god, you can't go any slower.
I don't have it. Oh no.
That's
it. It's in my brain.
All
right.
So sorry,
It's fine.
I can't go any slower than that, Brad. Oh,
Okay.
We're gonna need a time card.
I think you might have lucked out. We don't even see you on this camera.
I'm a
Something
vampire.
technology.
I have no image.
Technology is.
Oh no, here I am.
Uh-oh.
That's okay.
Something is really weird.
We're all invisible.
You're all invisible.
Oh, it's there. Okay. Oh, awesome.
Let me
bunch of more
try
technical
something
problems.
here while
Yes.
you're doing that.
What in the world?
Oh, do you want me to speak
technology.
to the people? about
Sure,
what
you speak
happened?
to the people about
or-
what happened, and some people may see cameras flicking on and off while Brad is talking away.
Ignore it.
Just
Listen
listen,
to the
ignore
sound
the
of my
man
voice.
behind the screen.
I will be as sultry as possible.
This is my voice on TV.
In the last episode of the Carpathian Adventure. I don't think we're allowed to do that.
No.
We got copyright.
If I add like a little.
I don't know.
Well,
Well, we're workshopping it. So, leaving the city of Constantinople behind, the party set sail for the city of Vlore in Albania. After several uneventful days at sea, they spotted an Ottoman galley on the horizon. After a brief cat-and-mouse game, a battle ensued. Through divine magic, the party was able to avoid many of the perils of sea combat. Over the course of the fight, Borinth slew the mage Aladdin Pasha. The Ottoman galley, still full of slaves, caught fire. Two mages hurled fireballs at the Re d'Italia, catching it ablaze before they just surrendered. As the ships burned, the party must quickly decide what to do next.
Dun, dun, dun.
Technology, you can't make this stuff up. Okay.
You get all that?
I didn't hear any of that, but I was here last week, so I have a pretty good idea. Brad is also organizing our t-shirt contest.
Oh,
We
no.
achieved, despite our technical difficulties,
Crap.
I think we are up to 111 subscribers. That's a huge milestone.
112, because my friend
112.
subscribed today.
Awesome, 112. Thank you to all of our subscribers. Brad, so are we belaying for a week? Or
Well, here's the thing. I don't know how to get to him on my phone, and I've had one.
Okay,
heck of a week
so we
already,
had-
So we're doing it.
we're already
doing it.
already having a heck of a night. So,
Yeah.
so we don't want to stop. So we're gonna keep going. Hopefully the next time we will have a T-shirt draw, and then hopefully we'll even be closer to 150 for another T-shirt draw. So
The names in YouTube have to be public, at least for the moment, for the T-shirt draw, and then you can make them private again.
Yeah.
If you're offended. What was the way you expressed it? If
well,
this is one of the...
no, not this one in particular, but if you have your subscriptions public, anyone can see what you are subscribed to. So if you are subscribed to some, like, I don't know, interesting channels, I could look on your profile and I could say, oh no, Tom is looking at this really weird, bad channel.
Yeah.
If it's public.
Mine
if
would be like Space 1889
yeah.
stuff. It's
yeah.
really
I would judge you a lot for that.
Okay.
Which some people don't want to be judged for, I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't try not to shame people for anything.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Some people like it private. That's
Okay,
fine. I'm a
fair
private
enough.
person myself. I understand.
Okay. Well, thank you, Brad. The party is at sea on the Re d'Italia.
Party boat.
It's a party boat. The wind is howling. We randomly rolled. It's still the same day, so we'll randomly roll again. Borinth asked, how long does the wind last? We'll just do it by day unless it matters for some reason.
Or until
on
Rainer
board,
moves his mic.
what is it?
Until Rainer moves his mic.
We're intimidated because the wind.
Then the wind.
Reiner's creating the wind.
Yeah, really.
Oh yeah, thank you. That is.
Yeah, you can afford to move that
I
quite
get
a
to
bit.
contribute such a meaningful-
You got some leeway there.
You do have a little leeway. You could. Okay,
I don't think I
on
picked
board the Re d'Italia, a fire has started from 2 fireballs. I'm calling it. I know there's no rule for this. I'm calling it a level 2 fire. What does that mean? It may gain 1d, in this case 2, because it's a level 2 fire. Each level, unless it's not put under control. So to put it under control, 2 people fighting the fire can keep it in check by rolling a DC 10 Wisdom or Intelligence check, trying to figure out where to throw the water, what have you. Each additional person may roll a DC 10 Wisdom or Intelligence check to reduce it by 1, if that makes sense. Argam and Louvier are scampering about, trying to put out the fire. They're already keeping it under control, so anybody else will help put it out. But it appears as though they are going to need some help. Emilio Fod Bruno is at the helm. 2 Ottoman Solaks are on board. They motion to the buckets, offering to Emilio to help. Fod Bruno reaches over, grabs 2 of the fire buckets, and he tosses them to them. They run to the edge of the railing and start lowering the buckets into the water. On the Re d'Italia are Balder, Jumnus, and Louvier. Having gone unconscious, Jumnus, your concentration, you had 1 concentration spell.
Control water.
Control water has ended, but water walk is still in effect. A distance away, the Ottoman galley is clearly engulfed in flame. Mattias and Virexen are at the stern. That is a level 10 fire. Reiner. Mattias.
Level 10.
Yes. Okay. Oda.
That's higher level than I am.
Just because he's like the only one on the ship.
For old time's sake.
Yeah, you see it though.
There you go.
Oh, well,
Virexen is there. Probably not for long. Okay, Kippen.
how much does it expand? Or what'd you say happens? Every level?
It will expand by 1, in this case, 1d. If it's a level 2, it would be 1d2, its current level, if not put under control. In this case, 1d10. So it will.
Yikes.
So it could go from a 10.
Matias, run!
It could go from a 10 to a 20, or it could go from 10 to an 11. If nobody does anything at all.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Hey!
I forgot my mini, so I got
the old
Jumnus.
The old Jumnus.
I don't remember where I was, so I can just.
It's all good.
there.
This is bad luck.
Oh, you were using that as the proxy?
Yeah, that was going to be me. My
That's
sword
about
was
right.
going to be me, but that's fine. That's also me.
The old
That's
Jumnus.
the old Jumnus, yes.
Old Jumnus.
Yes.
Jumnus Jr. We'll leave it
Oh,
at
yeah.
that.
I will jump in with everyone and try to put some of these flames out.
Okay, Balder jumps in.
Oh, sorry.
Kip and Oda stumble up from below, looking a little worse for wear. Mark, Kip, roll a... The wind is howling away. Roll a DC 15 con check.
Con check.
Yes, please. Not a save.
Gotcha. That is a 10.
A 10. So, if you have inspiration, you're allowed to use it, of course. It's up to you. You are puking and nauseous. Should it come into effect, you are disadvantage on you and Virexin are on like skills and attacks. Okay, I think it's kind of ramping up here. Though.
Hey, Mattias. Mattias.
Yes.
Adjust your mic, man, because we hear you breathing. And it's like that on the stream as well.
How about this?
You can move.
Try breathing.
Normally.
No, don't hold your breath. Try breathing.
Breathe in.
The opposite of
Breathe
holding
out.
your breath.
Breathe in.
I
Breathe
am
out.
breathing.
Just joking.
Then great.
Okay.
Are you sure you're breathing?
Deep breaths.
Positive.
Anybody have detect undead or anything?
He's at a range.
Out of range.
Not today,
But not today.
Newark is farther than 300 feet. Or whatever it is. Sorry.
No, it's all good. On a carpet nearby is Borin Thind, Hasi Kemalatin, Aladdin Pasha, and Goose Kafesa. They were at about 110 feet in the air. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes.
Directly over the ship, I think. It was what it
You were
was.
slightly off to the
Oh,
side. Okay. I don't think that's exactly right because
Okay.
things got moved around. You can reposition it where you are by all means. Okay, awesome. So you are directly over the ship, whichever portion you want to be. The ship is not sitting still. The wind is howling and so forth. So you probably, you being the sailor that you are, would say to him, put him just slightly north of us, because if he falls, I mean, you're drifting. Or,
sure.
or rather, just slightly south of it, because you're moving that
Okay.
way.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So right now, if you do fall, that would happen. All of us, huh?
10 feet won't hurt
Just,
too bad.
just starts losing control and going insane.
It won't hurt too bad.
Roll
be
a
alright.
perception check.
The fire will help you. From
Yes,
save you from
Borin.
fall.
Boulder, you jump in and are helping out with the fire.
Yeah.
Kip, you are nauseous as all can be. Jumnus, you are just back up again, I believe. You
Throw
went
up
out for a
on the
moment,
fire,
as
not
did
away from it.
Luvier. You guys are fine, though, otherwise, to the best of my knowledge. And while he's up there, what are you
Is
doing?
everyone still having a rave on the boat?
Are there more water buckets available?
Yes, they're
I'll be
like,
dancing like the,
and any
the-
ship,
the
there would be
wave Viking.
buckets hanging on the railings.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna do that.
Okay, you go up, grab one of the buckets, you start
He's,
lowering
like,
it in the
dancing
water.
down the street
Roll a
in the whole
DC
parade.
10
Oh, yeah.
intelligence or wisdom check
Yes,
to try
I do remember
and
that.
put it down one level.
5.
5, you fail. Okay.
Oh wait, did you say DC 10? Because I rolled a D10.
Yes, it's DC 10. Yes.
It's gonna be hard to beat hard to beat a 10. Man.
19.
19. Okay, the fire drops to level 1. Boulder, you're also working on putting out the fire,
Yes.
correct?
Of course.
Roll away.
beer.
DC 10 intelligence or wisdom. You had your bonus.
10.
10. So it drops to the fire. If you can take those 2 pieces of fire off the Rata Italia, it drops from a 2. You guys, Louvier, the combination of. Yes, please. Louvier, Boulder, Argam, and whoever I else said, I forget who the other person I said was helping out. Yes, those people put out the fire. The Audas, Madam Solix had started to go and help, but it doesn't look like their help is needed. What'd you roll?
14.
A 14. Okay, you see the edges of the carpet starting to flitter as it's like sagging in the middle with both yourself and Goose Kafesa.
Okay.
Aladdin Pasha, Goose Kafesa on it.
Okay.
And you instantly know that it's probably not starting to support your weight. As a matter of fact, it drops 10 more feet this round.
Okay.
Whoosh, you're
Good.
down to
It's the
100
direction
feet.
that I want it to go.
Yes. The boat is slightly south of
It's
you.
working.
Well,
The boat
Okay.
is slightly south of you, but he had positioned it such that if
Yeah.
you were to keep coming down, in theory, the two of you would.
okay. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure this thing out, though. First, I'm gonna yell down. What do I do? What do I do with this thing? And I'm gonna just try to like.
Pull up.
I'm gonna try to like really concentrate on it and see if I can like manipulate it to move, like by kind of maybe pushing on an edge and just trying to figure it out. And see if I
Okay,
can
so
get it
you're
to
looking down, kind of
control
like
it.
looking
Yeah.
at a surfboard, not
Yeah.
kind of like looking out like this.
Yeah.
You're looking down. Roll another perception check.
You see a steering wheel.
It's a 3.
You don't see a steering wheel.
You don't see any. Okay. Anybody else doing next round? Anybody? I mean, there's no combat, but go ahead.
Do I? I know Mattias and Vyrexen are on that ship.
Oh, I'm sorry, Maddox. I didn't get to you. What are you doing? Vyrexen takes off. He's still water walking, correct?
Yeah, they
And
both have
he
water
is
walk.
like
Yeah,
and
everybody
he-
except for Born.
But he's like he can move at like 100 and some obscene.
He's running.
He's just. I'm gonna say, for the sake of argument, he's halfway for right now. Okay.
He's galloping.
And Mattias, what are you doing? I didn't ask you. Are you staying on this burning boat?
Summons his steed horse.
We didn't start the fire.
I really wish I had cast Water Walk on the horse.
I'm certainly going to try to save people.
Okay, so you see the hatch that you had looked down before. What are you doing?
Well, I can't see the galley, so what's the situation there?
The galley is that you're on. You should be able to see it right here. This is it.
It's on fire.
I can't. I said I can't.
You can't see it?
It's on fire.
No, it doesn't go low enough.
Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. Well, it's on fire.
You can look at the stream
That's
too.
not very nicely.
Yeah, you can see it in the stream if you put that on as well.
It's a level 10 fire. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a really big fire.
That's-
And you got those slaves underneath, or whatever they are underneath. Food, Vergazi, whatever, however you want to.
Just kind of catch-all, I think.
Yeah.
Always burning.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Kip, Balder, or rather, Olivier, Balder, Kip, what are you guys doing? Anything?
I don't know. I'll go check out the ship where yeah, why not? I can walk on water, right?
Yeah.
Can I convince the fire to stop?
I didn't do anything last round.
Sure. What are you going to do?
I know Mattias is there. Do I know that there? I wouldn't know that there's anybody under, but I know.
No, but you know he's there.
He's there.
And you see Vyrexen running toward your ship.
Okay, I'm gonna run and I'm gonna try to
dash.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, no, I'm not gonna dash, but I'm gonna try to get as far as I can towards that ship. I don't know how far I can get from here to the ocean.
Just move yourself to the edge and then do an acrobatics check to jump down to the water.
If that's any indication, it's gonna be
DC 10, and you should be fine. Yep,
Okay.
you're cool. You go running across the deck. You leap down. Whoosh! The waves are still kind of they're rocking and rolling. So it's not like you're jumping down onto AstroTurf and then running across a football field. You're running it's solid surface under your feet, but the surface is moving. It's almost like some kind of ride you would see in a
So I'm assuming
bouncy house. Thank you. It's like running across a bouncy house floor. That's a good analogy.
I'm gonna steady myself.
Okay.
I feel like probably my boots are probably getting a little bit wet because they're on water. My knees are probably getting a little bit, at least damp. I'm gonna reach down into the water. I'm gonna try to pick a little bit up. I'm gonna smear it on my holy symbol, and I'm gonna cast control water again.
Okay.
And I'm going to create a wave, a 20-foot wave, 100 feet in that direction, and I'm going to try to make it crash onto that ship. And put some
Okay.
fire out.
Give me a second just to reread that. So while you're doing that, Balder, or correction, Borinth, roll a perception check, please.
Sorry, you don't have your holy symbol.
What?
You can't do
That's a 2.
A 2. Okay.
As you reach for your holy
Mattias, what are you doing on the boat?
So,
Oh, fail.
It was almost an 18. And then it
okay,
rolled
so
on 2, the 2.
did that wave hit the ship yet?
The ship's.
Let me just roll here a second. Actually, I'll let Maddie's you roll. Roll me a d10, please.
Maddie's entire armor.
D10. Okay.
Just roll a d20.
And divide by 2 or roll a
you
d10.
meant an actual- I thought you
If
meant
you want to
a
do it that way, whatever.
I got a 9.
Okay, 9. So the fire is now like a level 19. It's like. It's a big fire. Control water. Tom, where is it? There it is. Okay. I know I read this, but I just wanted to reread it again.
Water, I think?
Yeah, if you choose an area of large body of water, you instead create a 20-foot tall wave that travels from one side of the area to the other and then crashes down. Any huge, which this would be a huge vehicle, in the pathway or carried with it to the other side, any huge or smaller vehicle struck by the wave have a 25% chance of capsizing. Okay, so this wave starts to lift up and roll and head toward it. Mattias, roll a d10, please. And then another d10.
Hold your nose.
Go pick its fin. Out of his arm, really, a little duck on top.
That is that is a 5 and an 8.
A 5 and an 8. This wave just slams into the boat and rides over the top of it. I'm gonna roll 2d10. Actually, just roll a d20. Tell me what you roll.
D20. Okay.
Yes.
18.
18. Wow, the fire drops down to like a level 1 fire from a 19 to a level 1.
Ooh. Big old wave.
Yeah.
The ship. Roll an acrobatics check, Mattias.
Acrobatics.
Yes,
okay.
please.
That is a 21.
21. You're fine. You see the wave. You turn just at the last moment and see this wave coming towards you. And you grab hold of something and you hold on for dear life as the boat, as this wave, 20-foot tall wave, slams into the side of it and rolls over the boat itself. Huzzah.
He stamps out the last bit of fire.
That was fortuitous.
Okay, what are you doing now?
So there's a level 1 fire now. Can I try to put that out?
Yeah, absolutely. Roll an intelligence or wisdom check. You grab a bucket and you try and put it out.
Okay. That is a 19.
19. You knocked it out. It is down to a level 0. The flames have all gone out on the boat they've gone out on the boat.
It's just very charred.
Yes, it's charred. And
It's a very well done Ottoman galley.
Oh, Maddie has to die.
Wait, you wanted me to die?
No. I said I didn't want you.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm coming over there.
So Mattias.
Me too.
I mean, okay, the two of you, X period of time, get there unless there's something I'm missing. Okay, and roll. Okay, the carpet drops another 20 feet. Anybody looking up sees Borinth coming down. It drops another 20 feet this round.
Why already?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
A 7.
A 7.
Do not want you.
Every
Okay.
time it like rolls and then
Round.
That wasn't a good one.
Round 3. I'm gonna say you are here, and you're gonna just do an athletics check to climb up on board, and the same with him.
Yeah, 10?
Okay, 10. You're up. You struggle to grab hold of it in the splashing waves, but you manage
I
to do
jumped
so.
over it by
You
accident.
literally-
I use my water control to just lift me up a little
Plus
bit.
9.
Sure. Okay. You lift yourself up a little bit and onto that. The two of you are there. Next round, roll another perception check.
I got a 20. I jumped over the ship by accident.
no.
No. Okay.
Come out of the water like a dolphin.
It drops 80 feet, and the two of you slam. It seemed to be increasing speed, and the two of you,
I pull the ship underwater.
the guy
so I
laying
can
next
just
to you,
walk on it.
slam into the deck. You are on the deck of the ship. Do you take?
Saying that by me, give me the chicken.
30 points in bludgeoning.
29 points of bludgeoning, halved if you're on.
No, I wouldn't be halved. I mean, I'm not raging anymore. It's been a couple rounds since.
Okay, 29 points of bludgeoning damage. Probably the most anything's done to you in a long time. You are on the deck. Goose Cafesa rolls over off onto the deck as well. And the carpet is laying on the deck.
Okay.
Back on the ship, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna start going through his belongings, and I'm gonna roll the carpet up.
Okay, you roll the carpet up. It's kind of floating as you roll it up. I mean, it's not like lifting up or anything. It's just, you notice it's very light because it still seems like activated or something like that. Okay, you reach over and you start going through his belongings. Roll a perception check.
Oh, man. Sorry, guys. I'm just so not perception. That's a 14.
A 14. You notice that he goes.
I immediately punch him in the face and knock him out again. I don't want him awake.
Or he didn't wake up.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
tie him up.
He's still alive. All right,
Still
yeah.
alive.
I'll
You told me you killed him.
I thought
Which head did that?
Good question.
Because can one be dead and the
Both.
other not?
Both.
Both are alive?
Well, they both breathe in. They both.
Usually, only living things.
So which one did you punch?
Both.
Mattias, what are you doing?
Hook and then hook.
Roll them up.
I'm
Roll them up
going
in the
to,
carpet.
Open up the other two hatches and see see if there's anyone who still seems coherent.
Okay, as you go back, you open up the other two. The deck is just like torched. There's anything that's on the surface itself was burned. The hatch itself, as you pull it away, parts of it come off, and you can look down inside. The middle hatch and the forward hatch appear as though they were go down into. The hatch near the front of the vessel and the other one amidships appear as though they go to cabins below. And you know that the one at the rear, there were...
Slaves.
Well, I didn't say they were slaves. You called them that.
My friend's watching this.
Okay, so you're up near the front of the vessel. Olivier, what are you doing on the ship?
I'm having a drink. Super stressed out about the fire.
What fire?
What are you doing?
Fire that is no longer existing.
I'll
You're on the ship.
Yeah, I'll take a look around. Pilfer some eyeballs.
Okay.
There's four right in front of the border.
They're the whole. I mean, they've also been
Double the
torched at the same time, if that makes sense. You feel like they're
Well, then I'll just look around the ship.
probably
Anything useful?
They
Like
probably
renegades.
would have been
Yeah.
very good eyeballs to pilfer, but it's. I mean, it was burning for a little while.
Put him in the bag
Okay, so
anyway.
you start rummaging around. You've got time. There's nothing. You see two torched ballistas up in the front that they never got to use. Well,
Here, take that off.
I want to go
Lift
through.
it up,
I want to
check
go
it out.
through
So sad.
like the clothing and the
Check the
belongings to make sure he doesn't have anything on him of two-headed carpet boy.
okay.
Take the ballista with me.
As you
Install it
start
on our ship.
rummaging through,
Why not?
you notice that one of the eyes is still wide open and the other eye is closed, at least on the upper head. On the lower head, both eyes are closed.
Do I get a sense that he's still alive? I can tell that he's still alive.
How do you tell?
Insight.
Is his eye
medicine
moving, or
check,
is it
yeah.
just like open, or is he?
It looks pretty still.
Okay. I mean, I guess I could check. Maybe I'll check
Sure.
for
What do you-
Punch him again.
pulse or something. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Stab him slowly. See
You
if he
feel
reacts.
a pulse.
I feel a pulse. Okay, I'm gonna finish him. I don't trust this guy.
Okay, how do you do it?
I'm gonna take the end of my axe and I'm gonna finish his head off. I'm gonna take the top head off.
How are you taking the from where? Okay, so you reach up with your axe and the head just and then both eyes, or rather, the three eyes remain closed, and the one eye is still wide open, staring straight at him.
Okay.
That was a magic eye.
Well,
Take that eye for me.
There's a Ghazi
I told you weren't gonna make it out of here alive. I gave you that promise. Does anybody else object? There's nobody else around me.
I don't even
And
hear
then I'm gonna
you at
finish
all.
him.
I'm there. Excuse you.
I'll finish him.
Carve up the other
I'm
head,
gonna
too.
I'm gonna walk up to you. I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on you. 12 points of healing.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Second level.
12 points?
Yes, sir.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'm gonna finish him. I don't trust this guy.
Okay,
Orange
well,
doesn't trust this guy.
And then I'll turn and walk away.
His head rolled, the upper head rolled off.
That's my answer.
You take your axe and you swing, whoosh, deftly,
Well, he's
and
on
the
the
other
floor,
head
right?
just like flops off of his chest. Listen.
Oh, okay. He's down on the floor, right? He's like
Yes,
that?
he's laying on the
Okay.
deck like this.
Okay. Alright. I feel better about myself now. I do. Yeah. I didn't like him from the very beginning. I'm gonna start going through. Now I'm gonna go through his stuff.
Okay,
See
you
what
start
he's got.
rummaging through him. We'll come right back to you. Mattias, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go down and begin searching the foremost hatch area.
I'm gonna shout to Mattias. Mattias, what's down below deck?
The two foremost hatches lead to cabins. The last one leads to a holding cell of what I believe to be slaves.
Okay. Well, let's get. Is the ship sinking, or is it still remaining afloat?
You think it's floundering from now?
Right.
It wasn't burned down to
Yeah.
below the waterline, but
It's
in a
up.
really good storm, it's probably not going to last
Yes.
long.
Okay, so it's on.
You've
its
got
last
time.
legs,
You've
but-
got
yeah,
time.
but it's not gonna make it to anywhere. Okay.
You'd have to do something.
I can't do that.
Pretty. You'd have to do some significant repairs or something.
Okay. All right, I'll go check the holding cells then, and I'll try to find the.
Okay, so you make your way toward the back.
Where's Balder? Oh, you were all on that ship.
Yeah, I'm over
all
there.
on the ship.
Toward the rear of the vessel, you see a portion of the deck, what appears to be a large, for want of a better word, a tray attached to the surface. The tray is about 5 feet by 5 foot and has like a 2-inch raised lip around the edges. It appears like it's made out of some type of leaded material. There's a thin, well, actually, probably not now. And maybe in some corners, there was a little bit of viscous red substance. If you examine it closely,
I will. Yeah, I'll
you
let
know you're not stupid. You know it's blood.
Oh, never mind. I won't do that then. If I see it's blood without tasting it, then I will not taste it. Is it roughly carpet shaped?
Chicken.
The pan? The tray?
It's a good guess. Roll an insight check with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's insight or investigation rather.
One
One of those, whatever.
Insight's way better, but investigation 19, insight 20.
Okay, so yeah, you're like pretty sure. Hey, you know that carpet would fit right in this tray.
All right, I will make a mental note and continue onwards.
Okay, you continue toward the back, and you see another hatch that clearly leads below deck. It's probably partially open because I don't know if you closed it. You're immediately taken back by the smell of human waste down there. The space is dark, but you can glimpse figures around in the darkness from the light from overhead. There appears to be somebody starting to come up the ladder, and then they quickly back down when they see you.
Okay, I'll try to open the hatch as much as I can, keep it open, and I'll try to.
It flops off to one side.
Great.
It
Awesome.
literally, it's just about to fall off anyway.
And I'll start to step down into the hatch.
Okay, you step down. It's dark.
Okay. What do I see?
Some of the people kind of back into the corners. You see instantly it's a compartment filled with men, women, and children. To the extent that you can see them, they appear to be starving and dehydrated.
Okay. Do I? Okay. I am going to. I'm going to try to gesture to them, like, come on, come up, and I'll try to
roll a perception.
and I'll speak to them in adventurers cant and then Italian, because that's all I know. And I'll just switch back and forth between the two, saying, "Come on, we have to get out of here." And I'll try to do charades as well.
You must Theo.
Okay. Jumnus. You. Up. Everyone up. And I'll try
Roll
to
a
gesture to
persuasion.
everybody. Persuasion? Natural 20.
Natural 20.
These are dope, dude. And that's +4. So 24.
Gotta have natural 20 button.
We need one of those. Well, that was easy.
I have one of those actually. I got a Staples. That was easy button.
They start to move forward toward you, and you can see they're very, very cautious about doing so.
I'll step back and I'll let them move past me up and get out before me.
They start going up. Some of the men push some of the women and children first, and they kind of make a slight berth around you, and then they start coming up. Mattias and Balder, you see individuals coming up from below. They look tattered and torn, wearing rags, somewhat disheveled to say the least, probably exponentially, very dehydrated. As you're counting them as they go by, probably a quick guess, about 22 of them jammed in this tiny, tiny room below.
Did any of them have wounds, open wounds?
No.
No. Okay. Cool.
No. None of them. I mean, no. I mean, they maybe sores from water.
Right.
There's, if you look down inside here, there's waste on the floor. There's seawater on the floor down in the bottom of here. There's one of them toward the end comes up to you and says, Jumnos.
Yes.
Nikos.
Nikos.
And to the extent that he can say thank you, he seems to be saying that. And then he goes up the steps.
Just give him like a nod. And once I'm sure everybody's out,
you look around in the darkness and you're pretty sure everyone is out.
Okay. And I mean, I'm assuming there's nothing in there. I look around, it's all just waste and filth and...
You do an examine. You don't... There might be some rags.
Yeah, I'm not digging through anything. Okay, and then I'll head up.
Okay, you head up. And the ship is still tossing on the waves. And the three of you are up there, and then toward the back, they're all huddled toward the back of the vessel. Louvier, what are you doing? If you look off into the distance, you see what's going on over there, too.
Hey, Louvier, look what I got. I'm going to hold up the guy's head. Oh, look what else I got. I'm going to hold up the second head. I got 2 of these. What'd you get?
Nauseous.
Hey, I'm going to look over the edge. Jomnus! Balder, look what I got. Look, I got 2 of them. And then I'm going to and I'm going to turn and I'm going to set my eyes on those 2 guys that are on the back top. And I'm going to drop the 2 heads on the deck and I'm going to walk up towards those guys.
Okay, you start walking up toward them. They kind of back into a corner as best they can. They do not have their weapons on them.
I'm gonna sit down and lean against the mast because I am hurt.
Okay, you're leaning against up near the bow area for right now where your figure is.
Yes.
You look worse for wear.
3 hit points.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay.
You wasted your heals on me.
Yeah, I have heals.
Balder, what are you doing?
Let's see. So many things to do. I'll say to Jumnus first. Do you want me to take any of this blood with us? Would it be useful at all?
There's not really much left,
a little
right?
bit that's left.
In the tray? Is that what you're talking about?
Whatever was happening in here, I don't know if we want any business with it. I feel like it was powering the carpet, but if that thing runs on blood, I'd rather not, personally.
Gotcha. So then I am going to go. It may take a couple rounds, but I'm going to go back to the ship to check on Louvier, and then I'm going to bring that little boat so we can start ferrying people
Okay, the
over.
boat is tossing around and so forth. As you were doing your search, I'm just going to read off what you guys find collectively on the ship, unless you object.
Go.
Okay, so
Start ready.
Tom, can I cast Cure Wounds on Louvier?
yes, you can.
No.
Okay. So you start heading back over toward there.
Well, I want to my main
It's not
goal is
much,
I'm going to
but
tie
that's
a
what I got.
line to our ship, and then go back to this boat. And I want to. This way we can set up a way to ferry everyone over.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Because they clearly can't walk on water.
Well, you guys are right next to each other. You guys can talk it out.
I'm gonna redirect. Hold on. I got this. I'm gonna try to redirect the flow of the water beneath our boat to just push it right up next to our boat.
Okay. Just roll percentile die unless you want to roll a d100. And that's how far it moves.
57.
So 57. So it moves. You can actually. It starts to move and it just bumps against it and slides up alongside. Ooh. Does that make sense?
Perfect.
Like a glove. Stinking.
And then I'm just gonna try to
Nice.
get people.
So then, now that I'm at the ship, instead of walking there,
As you were going by that vessel, roll a perception check.
me.
Yes, please.
What is it? It is 12.
12. You see a small chest in there near a body that's like partially, that kind of held it in there despite all the waves. It doesn't look like a large one, but it looks like a small chest.
Take out my dagger, try to pry it open.
You don't even need to, I mean, you could pry him away from it. It's just stuck in there. It's a small, probably about this big, about that big.
Yeah.
You can pry it open if you want to pry it open.
Yeah, I'll open it up.
Pry it open. You see gold in it.
I will take the gold.
Roll an insight check.
The guy who doesn't need the gold.
It's cursed gold.
That's okay with me.
Cursed gold.
Skeleton.
He touches it and they all turn to
17?
eyeballs.
17. You recall that Goose Cafes and Aladdin Pasha had said that they were sending over cash at the very beginning of the negotiation.
Oh, okay.
So,
So we still got it.
yep. Okay.
Every gold piece. A ghost.
Hey, you're healing, Louvier.
I must not have heard that.
You moved the ship.
When you're
Ship moving toward them.
When you're
Mattias, what are you doing?
the age.
I'm preparing to help people get over from one to the ship to the other, or helping them if the process is
Okay,
already started.
the ships are bobbing about. To the extent that these folks could look nauseous and sick, they already look nauseous and sick. On the vessel, in your searches and your continuing searches, you found rummaging through several containers and bags, 40 platinum. Somebody writing this down?
Whoa.
Yeah.
40
We'll have to
platinum.
divide that up.
40 platinum, 490 gold, 1,200 silver, 2,600 copper.
1,200 silver, 2,600 copper?
2,600 copper.
That's a lot.
There's at least a dozen uniforms that were still in good shape of Ottoman Solik or Paic,
That could be useful.
studded leather uniforms that were down below. You find about a dozen ornate Ottoman Balta axes. They appear to be worth something. They're inlaid with gold.
12. What axes?
Balta, B-A-L-T-A.
Balta axes? Okay.
Balta
cool.
axes.
Laid with gold?
Those,
Yes.
those long axes the spellcasters were using.
They're like
The
halberds
halberd
almost?
things?
Yes.
Dope.
You find probably about a half dozen still usable traveling spell books. About a dozen Ottoman scimitars, to the extent that you care, about casks of water, boxes of hardtack, boxes of dried salted meat. And
Nice.
You're gonna need it.
So we restock our ship.
Well, with all those mouths.
Yeah, right.
who's near
they
Goose
don't eat
Cafes and Aladdin Pasha's?
They
All
don't
right,
eat
so
much.
I tried like 5 times to check them for stuff, but all I kept finding was an eyeballs. So I guess I'm headed up to those 2 guys that are up top, and as I walk up to them, I'm gonna grab them each right by the throat.
Roll to attack.
I'm just grabbing their.
I know. Well, they're
okay.
not going to stand there and let you grab their
Okay.
necks. Okay. Actually, you know what? Roll initiative.
roll
initiative? Yes, please. They're not going to let you just
Natural
grab.
20.
They're not going to let you just grab them. Okay, natural
Okay.
20. So what's your total? I got a 23.
What am I checking it against?
You're rolling initiative.
Oh, 23.
23.
I have a +3
23. Let's roll again then. 18. Roll 23.
Did you roll natural 20?
No, I rolled an 18.
You have advantage on those?
I do have advantage on initiative. So 16, So 6, 7, 19.
19. So 19 total or 19?
19 total.
19 total. They start to back up. Or they back up. And they're like, stop you.
I assume that they were right at the edge of the.
Yeah, they're right there.
railing.
But your hand just goes, now roll to hit. They're not just going to let you grab them.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Why not?
I'm not raging, so that's 7 plus 8.
They have no reason to be
17?
scared of us.
17. Which, both of them at the same time?
Oh, so I roll twice, or I don't know
Well,
what?
are you trying to grab them both at the same time?
Sure.
You can roll you have what, 2 attacks?
18 plus.
Just roll both attacks then, one at
Okay,
each.
So
How's that?
18 plus 8 then, if I'm just. Because I'm not barehanded, so.
Understood.
18 plus 8.
18 plus 8.
27? 18, 26?
You reach up and you try to grab one of them, 26, and he's, whoosh, you got one. And what'd you get with the other roll?
Oh my god, that was so many rolls ago.
17.
17.
17, and you miss the other one. Whoosh, you've got one by the neck. What do?
I'm going to turn their heads towards the boat that's pulling up next to us.
Okay.
And I was going to say to them, you did this to these people? Do you know about these people?
You say it in adventurers can, or what do you?
Yeah.
That was the Pasha.
You were with him. You attacked us for him. I'm going to smash his head against the railing one time. Just
Roll to hit.
boom, just pop him right down. 18, 19?
16. No! Oh, nope. Okay.
You missed the relay.
Whoosh! And the other one. Okay.
Did I hit him? Did it
Yeah,
happen?
he starts to bounce down, and then it just doesn't do any damage to him.
Okay.
He casts something as a reaction. Anyway.
Okay.
Bingo.
I'm
Okay.
I'm gonna say and keep using your magic, and I'm just gonna kill you on the spot, and then I'm gonna go into a rage.
Okay. Okay. So you go into a rage, and the one of them then, seeing that their lives are in the hanging in the limb here, the one of them will move one of them. Screw it. Move both of them 30
I would
feet
be right
across the
up
deck
here.
toward the bow, please.
I'm gonna get an attack of opportunity.
So
I'm down here.
presumably
Yeah, there.
Borinth is here.
Yep.
Yes.
Skip is over here. Where are you at?
I just healed Louvier.
Olivier.
This Pasha heads are over here.
This guy is just chilling. So
Yep.
one of them is moving where?
Poosh! He disappears and he reappears 30 feet over there. And the other one, do the same, please.
Wow, magic.
Go figure. Okay. Huh? There you go. Bingo. Okay. And it is Borinth. If anybody else is joining in.
Well, if they're casting, I'm gonna jump into initiative then.
Yeah, I'll go.
I'm
gonna roll.
Borinth, you are a what? A 19?
A 19 what? What are you asking
Your
me?
initiative?
Yeah.
20.
I
Okay.
think it was
Kip, what are
19
you?
plus
16?
No, I think it was a 23, wasn't it? I don't remember.
So
I can't remember.
at this point,
You got the 19 on the second roll.
are there any of the slaves from the Ottoman galley on the other boat yet? Or
No, I don't think
okay.
it's gotten to that
So
far.
then I'm just gonna kind of hold them back. And
Yeah,
just, like,
you've got 22 of them,
Yeah.
if you can imagine.
Okay.
Between you, Balder, and Mattias, I mean, you can, by all means, jump across. But
Yeah.
things are tossing about and what
Right.
have you.
I'll jump into initiative, but I'm right now.
Sure,
They're
sure.
my focus right now.
Sure,
more than
understood.
Anything.
Understood. Olivier, are you in initiative or are you hanging
Yeah,
tight?
I'm at 22 for initiative.
22.
So, hold on, let me. This
Balder,
is
what are
all-
you doing?
I guess I'll jump on initiative,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go mount the ballista.
Okay. Roll initiative first. Tell me what you're
Who's
doing.
got this thing? Is
16?
it on our boat?
16. You're
on
the
their
same.
boat.
He said it's on the
with
front of the
Kip.
boat.
Okay,
I'll just go
what
jump
are you
on an
doing?
email.
Are you helping the passengers? Or are you jumping into initiative? What are you doing, Mattias?
I'm helping the passengers.
Okay, so I'm just going to say for the sake of argument, Louvier, you are up.
Okay.
I'm going to say that was the top of the round. Louvier, you are up. What are you doing?
I'm going to hop up and attack with my rapier.
Yeah, you run up, and there's a set of stairs there, and you attack with your rapier. Swing away.
Louvier go first. I don't know.
Okay, let's see. Oh boy, 14.
16.
A 14 does not hit.
Bummer.
Okay. Anything else?
I will use my cunning action and as a bonus action, disengage.
Okay. Borinth, you are up.
Sorry.
I'm gonna run 40 feet
attack?
across to them.
Yeah.
Did that get me there? I don't know the size.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it does.
Okay.
Okay, you run, you jump down, you run across, and you are up next to them. That's your movement. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna. I gave you a chance, and I'm gonna take my axe and hit the first guy with my hammer. Actually.
Roll away.
16 to hit.
16. He's gonna use his reaction to cast a spell. Whoosh, unless it's countered in some way. Okay.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so I go right through him or something.
Yeah,
right?
you just
That is him?
missed.
Okay, I'm gonna take a second attack on him.
Fire. Swing away.
Okay, that is a 25 to hit.
On the same guy.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. No. 25 hits. Yes. Whoosh, slams
Okay.
into him, hitting him. Not in the left arm. It's
12,
probably
that's-
about right. Assuming you're.
22 points of damage.
Ouch! 22 points of damage. Still up.
Okay.
But his arm is gone.
He is not a happy camper though.
It's like hanging off.
Okay, that was Borinth. Kip, you are up.
Awesome. I will cast Silence in a 20-foot radius right about there.
Gotta start.
And I will have my pets come up from below deck, and they are all snarling at these guys.
That would be scary. Just come right up from below deck.
Getting tight up there.
Yeah. and I would just tell them, surrender now, or lose your lives.
Well, I can't hear you.
Accurate.
They're silenced, or does it? Or they, you can't hear anything
just the
either.
whole area. Wait, what was Mattias? What
Accurate.
was your initiative?
I mean, it's really
Hey, I said it. I give
dramatic.
It
I feel like you roll.
But it's
okay. So it would have actually made sense if I said that first and then cast it.
He signs it.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Persuasion with disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are trying to kill him.
Well, I mean,
I wasn't trying to kill them.
there's a
They
lot of
reacted
people.
like
There's
I
a
was
lot
gonna
of
try to
people
kill
against them. It'd be in their best interest.
them. That doesn't make
Roll a
sense.
persuasion.
You got it.
You know what? Straight up. Okay, straight up.
I have 0 anyway. Doesn't matter. That says 5.
5.
They want to believe you, but they're like, nah.
They just didn't hear me.
They were hoping you were more persuasive because they want to give up.
I mean, I'm not trying to kill.
Okay. It is Boulder. You are up. You run up and you get to these two ballistas. One of them looks operational, but it's kind of like you quickly realize that it's meant for like shooting at something off the bow. Does that make sense?
Well, then I'll pull it right off and use.
I mean, it's huge. Okay, roll a strength
Veins,
check.
Jesse Ventura.
Oh, no.
Good luck to you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's not gonna shoot us
What
that
is
thing.
15?
That'd be awesome. It's totally gonna hit.
Yes.
I got one.
15, you said? Okay, it's still stuck to the deck at this point because it's like bolted down on the deck to the extent that that bolts existed. Okay, we're up to the opponents there. They're in a silence ring. I'm trying to figure it out. Give me a quick moment here. I'm trying to figure out
the spells.
what Spells don't require
Verbal.
verbal.
Balder just went? Oh, Kip. Oh, you went already.
If anything.
Oh, because you're both the same.
Oh, I know what they should have done, but they
Oh,
didn't.
I guess so. Then you should go, Jones, right?
You want me to go first?
No, I don't know. I don't actually know what the opponents are.
What is your what was your initiative roll?
Mine is 11. I don't know what
11.
the
I'm
opponents
sorry.
have.
Then you are next. I'm sorry. You
Oh,
are.
am
What
Yep.
is the what are the opponents?
23. So it's
okay.
Ottoman's 23,
so-
Louvier 22, Borinth 19,
they're
Kip
actually first.
16, Balder 16, Jumnus 11.
I don't know what's happening, so I'm just going to, I'm just gonna
You're doing your
try
best.
to keep the people on board my ship calm, and watch, see if I'm needed. So I'm holding. Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Got it.
That's my move.
There you go.
Got it. How big around is the
20-foot radius.
20 foot? They have no choice. No choice. One's going to go one direction, one's going to go the other. They're going. Actually.
Is that how does it filter? Oh, it's just drinking and done. You don't have to.
They both leap over the water over either side. Okay.
Can I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, pick one.
All right. Can I grapple him on my attack of
Now can I
opportunity?
shoot him?
Can I just grab a hold of him? If I can swing my hammer, I can just grab him.
Sure, I'm going to say you can go for it. Try it.
It's a 21.
And then I'll shoot him.
21. You grapple, or you may grapple one. Roll a strength check against him.
Whatever magic they have.
Beat a 19.
Strength check against
Well, I mean athletics. Strength, athletics check. Athletics or
I don't
strength
even know
check.
where the ballista is. I assume it's up there.
I'm not gonna be here.
It might be.
There's two of them.
I think they're up there.
19, 20, 21.
21. You've got a hold of one. You are grappling one of them. Okay, that's your attack of opportunity. Okay, no. The other one jumps into the water from down below. What can he do? He's push him slightly farther away from the boat. He's going to at this juncture.
He's gonna get knocked over by the boats. I'm gonna hit him with the boat.
Can he see anyone on the boat besides? He sees his compatriot.
See Balder.
Depends where the ballistas are, because I don't actually know where they are. on the ship.
Okay, Balder. I guess Balder rolled a dex save.
All right. 3.
3. I'd say that's a fail.
I know what I'm gonna do. This is not gonna be good.
27 points of damage as this lightning bolt comes streaming up towards you.
Oh no!
Ouch.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, and that it is. Actually, no. This is we're at the top of the round, right? Okay, that was that. The other one is going to try and break free from you. Roll a strength versus or athletic strength, and he's got a 22.
22.
22. Let's roll again. No, it's too complicated. Beat a 9.
19 to 8.
You still have him intact. So, okay, that is the opponent. Louvier, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna move to a position where I can see him. I don't know where that needs to be.
Which one?
The one in the water.
Okay, that's good. Right
Okay.
there.
And short bow.
Shout the bow. You pull out your bow and free action, and you shoot away at him.
19.
19. Sure, that hits.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I was gonna give him some cover for the partially in the water, but that's good.
Bummer. 5.
5 points of damage. He's still bobbing around. The arrow goes and slams and hits him in the stomach somehow.
All right. Cunning action. Hide, so he can't see me.
Okay, you are hidden.
Guerrilla warfare.
Okay, that is Louvier. Borinth, you are up. Kip is on deck.
All right. Do I have this guy above deck, or is he hanging off? What's the situation?
I'm gonna say he's right where you guys are right now.
Okay. I'm gonna take him, and I'm still in that cone of silence, right? So, or his silence. So, I'm gonna slam him down on the floor.
Roll
I'm
an
just gonna
attack.
try to restrain him.
Sure, roll an attack.
So 11, 12, 13.
19.
Okay, you slam him down with an unarmed attack. Okay.
Alright.
Do damage?
I mean, does it do damage when I slam him? I'm slamming
Yeah,
down. I'm not
sure.
easily slamming him down, so I'm slamming him down.
I'm assuming you're trying to hurt him, unless you tell me you're not.
Unarmed D4, right? It's just regular attack.
Yeah, but you get your strength
Unarmed
bonus.
1 plus strength for his unarmed, because he's not a monk.
1 plus
Or
strength.
1 plus strength.
Oh, so it's a 6.
6 points of damage to him. You've done 22. Okay, he's still awake, or still conscious, rather.
Yeah, and I'm just restraining him. I'm holding him down.
Okay.
Restraining him.
So, do you have a second attack?
I mean, I could attack
It's up
him
to
again.
you. I'm asking.
No, my intent is to restrain him.
Oh, okay. Understood. Understood.
Or maybe I'll give him a love punch in the back of the head too. Why not?
Knock him out.
Flick his ear.
That's a
6 damage.
That's a 16.
The flick of
That's
death.
how that works. Unarmed. I'm just a
And this
little
is how-
off with like unarmed because I can't use. I don't know.
And this is how the
You get your
Falcon
strength
goes
my
bonus.
back.
weapon
When he
modifier.
rolled too high.
No, you're only going to get your strength bonus.
Right,
But
yeah,
your
so-
strength, but you've added some of your modifiers into your strength, I believe. Could you hand me that sheet there, please?
This guy's casting disease in one
So
arm.
just
16
roll
plus
a
3 plus
d20
No, I'm just wondering
and
what
add your.
Plus
Are
3
you
plus 5?
proficient?
Oh, so 8.
Proficiency
right.
and strength.
Okay, yeah, so 16.
So 20 is a plus 5 plus 3, so yeah, plus 8, right?
So yeah, so 16.
16, you just like it started to connect and then it did connect. You somehow, I don't know how you hit him in the stomach. Roll and you did 6 more points of damage to
Just
him.
trying to like bash him on the back of the head.
Does he have a sense
another
that you're
6 points
just
of
trying to
I'm just trying to
you're trying to
restrain him.
kill him or restrain him?
I'm trying to restrain him.
Okay, so he seems to relax slightly to the extent that somebody
I
can.
put my arm around his throat, right around
just
his
a
throat. And that's how I'm going to restrain him with my forearm across his throat and hold his head down. So that's
Okay.
I'm on top of him.
Got it.
I'm
Kip, you're
all
up.
my weight on top of him.
Balder, you were on deck.
So this guy jumped overboard and he's casting spells like treading water.
Yes, he
Yes.
cast lightning bolt
All right, and
like a good Sith Lord.
so yeah, I guess I'll see Louvier move over there and fire at him, and I will do the same, I guess.
Okay.
It's just like a little
Am I
head
still
above water.
seasick?
Yes, you are.
All right, so this is disadvantage to hit. Is what that would be.
Just a hand.
Actions, attack.
Armor and
Okay,
sinking.
so let's see if I hit first.
Of course they do.
So 13, 23.
23 hits.
Okay.
I don't get it either. I don't want him to be like me either.
Ooh,
Forgetting to use my bird.
13 points of damage.
Bird.
Ouch.
And then I will fire again. And that is a 20 to hit.
I never knew you could do it.
Yes, hits.
Okay. And that is
Cast the hell back.
8 points of damage.
You fool.
Oh,
Adding my rage
yeah.
bonus to all that.
And that'll be my turn.
You see him go limp in the water.
Oh. And I'll just go. And I'll turn my attention back up here.
Okay. That was Kip Balder. You are up. Jumnus is on deck.
Frustrated after spending all that time with the ballista, I will just launch the arrow at the dead body in the water.
You gotta loot him first.
No dex bonus. You hit.
All right.
Okay.
And then I will
Reel
just...
him in.
Yeah. Is there a wire on it?
Is there a wire on it?
Yeah, like is it like?
Oh, on the you use the harpoon. I mean,
Yeah.
not the harpoon. The ballista.
Ballista.
No, there's
That's what I was saying.
There's no wire on
But
it.
for my movement, I'm going to jump back onto our ship.
Okay, you jump. Okay, and I'm gonna say we're just rolling. Just roll an acrobatics check, please.
Yes,
The ships are tossing away. Beat a 15. It's gonna be a little bit difficult.
18.
18.
lucky.
It's whoosh whoosh, and you go. And you leap from one deck to the other deck.
Giant guy in full armor somehow makes that look a little graceful.
It's like the rock jumping in.
Jumnus, you are up.
All right. I'm gonna hop up on here.
Oh, he's so low.
I'm gonna see this.
Sorry, shut up. It's like halfway.
See this dude harpooned. And I'm gonna do what I was gonna do anyway. But now it's more of a I'm laying him to rest. I'm gonna use my control water to create a whirlpool that is 50 foot wide and 25 feet deep, and I'm just gonna suck his body down to the depths below. But I'm gonna do it very somberly now. I was gonna do it angrily, but now I'm just like
I can
laying
picture,
him to rest.
the music.
50-foot waterfall. What?
It's 50 feet wide, 25 feet deep. I'm just gonna suck him down into the depths.
Not even like an aggressive whirlpool. It's just very slow.
Yeah, be careful over.
Yeah, you trying to?
It doesn't. It can't. I think it says in the spell it can't.
It's
affect
control.
large things
I
or
can
whatever.
control water. I'm just gonna suck him down, and then I'm gonna release the whirlpool. That's my thing.
Pops back up.
The whirlpool.
Guess who, fat boy?
Be sinking.
Hat has a flotation device in it.
He's
I'm
not
flushing
wearing
him. I'm
floaties.
flushing him like
Flush them down the toilet.
yeah.
The whirlpool forms, whoosh, and then down he goes.
Sound of a toilet flushing.
Davy Jones.
Whoosh. Keep going.
And then, whoosh. There's no whoosh.
That's my.
He's gonna come back with tentacles as a face.
You do not want to go.
Bad claw.
That would be dope.
Okay.
No,
Everything cool?
Poor unfortunate
what?
soul.
Everything cool? Is it
Ping.
time check or?
It's
So once
smart
you
one.
get
There's a
Ah,
tornado.
there's a tornado?
Yeah, my roommate's freaking out
That's
There's
okay.
a tornado where?
over my house.
That's not good.
Specifically.
Yes.
For real?
Yeah, he said it passed just now, but
Oh.
he was
Wow.
panicking a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, you can't leave. No.
You don't want to go back. There's a tornado there.
Basements
Fine
are
here.
safe.
This is where you want to be.
This as the rest of the roof gets turned on.
It's like your whole upstairs is gone, and we have like a.
We have no
At least I
idea.
can keep playing D&D.
Sweetie, I know you're not home, but
Those poor birds.
the D&D room is fine.
Sorry you had to know.
There is some other news.
Anyway.
Don't worry, all the minis are safe.
You know there is.
But your egg's on the second floor. Anyway.
Least we don't have
Okay.
to worry about the birds anymore.
There you go. That's right.
Okay.
Okay. The one guy, he relaxes at this point to the extent that he can quote, relax.
I'm so raging, so I'm yelling at him. Like, nobody can hear anything. I'm just like,
There's like veins popping, your eyes are like.
To the extent that he can, he just goes, almost either relaxing or more of an acquiescence to one's fate, if you will.
okay. I'm going to pull him up to the floor. I'm going to pull him up onto his feet. Okay. I'm still keeping my arm around his throat, so I don't want him to be able to say anything. And I'm going to start dragging him out towards the center mast.
You gonna feed him to the tiger?
When you get to the mast,
Throw him his back to the
Start to
mast.
hear things.
This is like my thing. This is how I do it. Throw
Well,
his back.
So how's the transfer of the people from one ship to the other going?
It's not going. We
It's
held
not,
them because
there's some
we're
other
fighting
stuff going
the ship.
on at the moment.
So I'm gonna drag him. I'm gonna throw him down onto the floor. I'm actually just gonna drag him, and pull him right up to it.
pull him up to the mast.
Right up to the mast.
And I'm gonna have my
behind him now.
snake wrap
And then I'm
around
gonna
him.
have
and
I'm
hold
gonna
him to
so
the
Kip
mast.
tie him up.
And the snake's just gonna wrap around him.
The snake winds his
I
way.
say to him, I just wanted answers.
Now as we
just
interrogate
wanted
him, it
answers.
can get tighter.
Yep.
I love that.
Your friend would be alive if you just gave me the answers I needed. Are you gonna give me the answers that I want now?
The snake's like flickering its tongue right in his ear.
Roll an
I'll squeeze him
intimidation
tighter.
check.
With advantage for help?
Sure.
Natural 20.
Okay.
He's
he doesn't
like-
need it.
Yes. I will tell you what I know.
No, you're gonna tell me everything.
I'll tell you what I don't know.
Well,
When I was born, it was bright. Very bright.
what are all those people on that ship for?
They are innocents. The Pasha would use them to power some of his rituals.
What sort of rituals?
Black magic.
The carpet, for one, and others that I'm not familiar with.
You were okay with this? You followed his lead?
He's a Pasha. You follow no one?
No, I follow myself.
He follows anybody that he's gonna kill.
I don't need to follow anyone.
He's a strong, independent barbarian who don't
Does anybody
need
else want anything to do with this
boss,
guy?
man.
Do we know enough? Be my guest now. I have very little patience for him.
What does he know about Ghazi?
What do you know about Ghazi?
He's very powerful.
What's the amulet do?
What's the... Ask him!
I'll put it into his face. What is the importance of this?
I'm like whispering in your ear. You're the one intimidating him, not me. I mean,
That belongs to Ghazi.
What does it do?
Not to you.
I'm gonna have the snake get tighter. Just a little tighter.
Why is it so important to him?
It's very powerful. You're going to kill me anyway. And be done with it.
No.
I have done.
Can't argue with
Let
you
me just say
there.
in his ear, that wouldn't be very fun. That would.
I have done my duty.
You can't just kill him.
I'm gonna grab his ear. I'm gonna start to rip his ear off.
Corinth, I call from the other ship. Just make it quick. I say.
My friends want me to make it quick. I want you to tell me what that amulet does. And then I'll make it quick.
You will find out soon enough when Ghazi gets it back, and he has his wrath on you.
Clearly he's not gonna get it back.
I beg to differ. You got away today.
I'm gonna rip the ear off completely. I like playing these games.
I'll just take
I like playing
I'll take the
these
amulet
games.
off and say I just dropped it to the bottom of the ocean now.
You would be better off.
Then he would never get it back.
Yes, and perhaps your family might live to see another day.
What family?
Very well. Then no one will mourn your loss when you die.
What is so important about this amulet? I'll continue to ask as my friend pulls more limbs off of you.
The snake is getting tighter.
It is very powerful magic in the hands of the right.
Oh, I already did that. That's how I started. It was like...
I'm gonna grab one of the scimitars from this ship, and I'm gonna hop over.
Just roll an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics or acrobatics?
Your choice.
Acrobat.
15.
That is a 14.
You leap across and flop down in the water in between, but not really in the water. You land on the water as it's moving about because you're still walking on the water.
Okay.
You fall
You're
on your
like,
scimitar.
excuse me.
That was gonna be way cooler. All right, so then I climb up slowly and awkwardly.
At that time, I'm gonna take my axe.
I'll put my
chop
hand
off
out,
the guy's
help you
toes.
over the rail.
I'll press the front of his boat.
I'm gonna walk up.
All you have to do is talk, and it'll all be over.
If he doesn't answer us, leave him in the dinghy.
I'm gonna slip past.
No,
Boris.
I cannot accept death on my own
I'm gonna
accord.
stab him in the heart.
Then I will not. I will
I
not
take it
see
away.
beyond.
I'm gonna cut his head off.
What?
That works better.
You what?
Yeah.
But he
with
didn't
the
answer
scimitar.
us.
That's okay.
I was.
This was going too far.
Whoa.
What was that infernal screaming over there? You were scaring the prisoners. At least I think that was fear. I can't tell. They all seem a bit glazed-eyed.
I did it already.
It's done.
It's done.
Look, we had to kill him, but we didn't have to torture him. And I'm gonna throw the scimitar down, and I'm gonna walk, and very carefully jump back to the other ship.
What information have we ever gotten? I'm gonna yell back at John this. What information have we ever gotten from anyone by acting and treating them nicely?
Can we just put a gangplank between the two ships?
Where has it gotten us? We've left. How many people have we left behind alive that we should have killed? How many people have we not finished right at the very moment that we should have finished?
I agree.
We're treating them too nicely. These are evil people.
That's why he's dead.
But we need to get information.
But we don't.
What
wanna
does he
become-
know that we don't already know? Nothing.
We'll
The
never
fact
know
that
now.
this does
He knows
something.
He knows nothing.
Can't you resurrect him? Or
I'm
something?
not against you killing him. I mean, I was gonna kill him anyway. But we could have tried to get something out of him.
We
And if anybody is here is gonna get the information out of him, it was probably gonna be you.
It's easier for me to pull information from the dead than the living. First. Second, we don't need to torture people.
Yeah, we don't want to become the evil that we seek to destroy.
I don't think we could have let him live. We've let too many people live.
That was a deep moment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a deep phrase.
Wait, do it again. Just give it to me again.
Okay, all right.
It's from the top.
We don't want to become the evil that we seek to destroy.
And
So that the evil itself is going to destroy us.
I wouldn't qualify pulling a couple ears off the evil that we seek to
He
destroy.
chopped his toes off. The guy was not.
Says
He
the
knew
one
that
They
he was
have
going
done
to die.
much
With
worse.
eyeballs.
No, he knew he was going to die. He wasn't going to speak. It was just idle threats
Which
until
is
we finished
why
him off.
we had to torture
I
him.
mean, I'm just saying
is
that
bad enough.
powering a boat with the blood of people is.
It's exactly way worse than pulling some ears off.
I don't disagree, but that is not us.
I'm going to rummage through the body, see if there's anything on him.
You find a traveling spell book.
I'm gonna bring him back from the dead and start ripping.
There's
one
no
of those
weapons on him.
Can't bring any. Can you bring people back?
Really,
I forgot to tell you, I
nothing
learned
of
a new
value.
thing.
You suspect,
Georgie's already fallen
without
out.
even
Maybe one day.
I'm gonna kick your ass and heal you, and then kick your ass again.
They're not happy chopping.
Cure wounds.
Twitch chat does not like chopping toes off.
Who is responding? No.
Didn't like chopping the toes off. You went too far.
You told me I would take more limbs off. I started small.
I did.
It was an idle threat.
And he had others on his other foot.
I feel we were right. He knew we were gonna kill him. We had to do something a little more aggressive to get him to talk.
He wasn't going to talk. He wasn't going to talk.
You'd even get to tie him up and stretch him out across the mast.
Yeah.
I mean, he did tell us a little bit more about this, so we can at least take that.
What did he say?
That it's a lot more than just some kind of amulet that protects them like we thought it was.
Borin,
But that much
no.
we can know. We can assume anyway.
Boulder, do you actually
else would he
have
want it?
family that could be in danger because of this?
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell him that.
No, I know.
He's
I'm
dead
asking
now.
you though, but I mean that's something that we might consider being concerned about.
I mean, we can be concerned about it all we want, but it's Ghazi. I mean,
Yeah.
we kind of entered that anyway.
It's
For all we know, he's already got to everyone we left back home. Has anyone reached back home yet?
I
Has
have
anyone-
nothing left back
Has
at
anyone
home.
communicated?
I have no one left.
I don't know where my home is. So maybe.
I sent one letter and I have not heard back.
I'm going to
Many,
drag
many-
his body
many
over.
weeks
I
ago.
went through everything that's on. I'm going to take his body and just throw it overboard.
Who's standing on the ocean right now?
Oh, that's
By Rexon.
He's got.
He's definitely back on
He's
the
back.
boat.
He's just like, I'm
Yeah,
going to
it's
chill
like
back here and let you guys
1000%.
take care of this.
He hung out in the ocean this whole time.
It's Matt
And then I'm
still
going to
on?
go over to Goose
Gooseface.
Stepper guy,
That was
whatever.
Goose. That was
Gooseface.
Wait, Gooseneck. This is Gooseface.
Carpet boy. He's carpet,
Carpet
boy.
boy.
Carpet
And
boy.
I'm gonna go over there.
Paladin.
Again, I'm going to try to go through what he has on him. If there's
Paladin.
anything on him.
Third time's the charm.
Maybe.
roll a investigation check.
Oh.
Anybody else
He
helping
has
him?
like a.
All right.
Giving him advantage?
Oh, natural 20.
All right.
Okay.
He has
Woo!
He's got like a secret pocket.
What's
in
going
his
on,
shirt.
man?
I don't know. Because all those bad rolls I started with, and now my rolls are like
know.
picking up.
You glance over at his head, and the eye, something about the eye, just catches your attention again, and it doesn't look natural.
I'm going to reach in and grab it.
Wait, use my spoon.
Too late. I've already reached in with my fingers. So I just gotta...
You reach in.
Why did you do that?
It's a glass eye, and as you flip it around, you can see that you could you could look through the back of it.
Try again later.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Look at this.
Yeah, it's an eyeball.
I'm going to
Gross.
spit on it and I'm going to clean it a little.
Oh, what the heck?
That doesn't look like any eyeball I'm familiar with.
Look.
And I've seen many.
You can see something in like the back of it.
See through
Take a look.
to the front.
I'll look at it, see if I see anything.
You look at it.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? The eyeball?
Like
I'm going to hold it up so you
back
can
of
look
it,
through
I
the
guess.
back of it.
You look through the back, and it has. It's almost like
Ghazi in
it's.
the
It's
shower.
almost like it's brighter, looking through it, and it adjusts. And then as you look through it closer, there's some kind of. It's kind of difficult to make out because it's so disconcerting, but with the rocking of the ship, like there's this line in the center that stays somewhat level,
with the horizon, if you will, and there's almost like there's a little barb that seems to be indicating where you're moving, and there's some other information in there.
Oh God, Gazi, put a towel on.
Almost like a
compass?
Kind of.
It's what it kind of looks like that.
It's like one of those round ball compasses.
It's like
an altimeter or something.
Like a heads-up display.
Like it keeps.
Yeah.
So you're basically saying it stays with the horizon.
There's a line in the center that stays with the horizon. It takes you a moment. It's kind of disconcerting to look at for a moment. And then you look at it closer, you see what clearly indicates some north, east, south as you turn around looking inside of it. And you also see a line, but you can also see another line with like a little diamond shape that indicates where you're almost as if it indicates the way the ship is moving and so forth.
Do we all have eyes? Does everybody have eyes?
What? I'm missing one.
Oh.
Well, I have a patch.
Hey, Kip. Come here. Come here. Come on over here. What you got going on underneath that patch? I never asked you about what's going on underneath the hood.
Yeah. And
but what's going on underneath the patch?
That's none of your concern.
Can you flip it up?
I could, but I will not.
You put this right in there.
This is not.
Is it still in there?
Huh?
Is it still in there?
I don't think that's how that works.
It works for that way for him.
Yeah.
I think you should try it.
No.
Do you have anything in there? Is there an eyeball in there?
It's just scar tissue.
Can you just show me? Just flip it up. It's okay. We're all dudes here.
It's all right. Let me see the eye. let me see the eye.
Yeah, I'll hand it to him.
I'll take it. Does if I move around and I'm looking at it with my one good eye, does it appear like it's following any of us?
No.
No, just the horizon.
No, but you roll a perception check.
Does he have like a little objective marker?
Yeah.
Like, go this way for your next
Wait,
waypoint.
it's like built-in hunter's mark.
That's a 20. No, sorry, that's an 18.
18. Across the top, when you're looking at what looks like a compass ring, almost across the top, there's a chevron. As you move toward Balder, the chevron moves toward the center.
Yeah, is it
if
following
you spin
the amulet?
all the way around, eventually the chevron turns upside down.
Yep.
And then it turns.
Yeah. So and that's that's what I thought. So I'm gonna take the eye
It
and say.
also seems brighter than what your normal, unusual vision looks like.
Brighter. Okay. And I'll just toss it back to you and I'll say they're tracking Balder using this. And I believe this also could grant vision at night. I don't need that.
Yeah, put it in. And you always know where Balder is.
I'll always know where the amulet is, not necessarily Balder. I can see that without having to stick it in my skull.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Could be really cool.
You're a mage, right?
No, I'm a ranger.
Okay. Just sure.
Do you have detect? Can you tell anything about this eyeball?
I can tell you if it's magical.
Yeah, sniff it.
Also, I'm on the other boat, so.
Do you want to remove an eye and put that one in?
I mean, you went so long without an eye. You're pretty
Doesn't matter
proficient
for
at
me.
it.
I don't need this.
Yeah,
But it could help him.
Either.
I mean, I already have 2 eyes. You only have 1.
Yeah, it's.
Maybe you
2
missed
eyes are
less
better
with your
than
bow
1.
and arrow.
Maybe. Okay. Well, who wants this?
I'll hold on to it.
Yeah.
I'll be the eye keeper.
Yeah,
Put it in my
yeah.
pouch of eyes.
You spin it around in your hand. Roll an intelligence check.
All right.
Ooh!
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
You've
Maybe
forgotten
I'll just
everything
maybe
you've
I'll
ever
just
It's like
use
a
that.
great eyeball.
Come on. We got 12.
Nothing comes to mind at the
All
moment.
right.
Okay.
You sure you don't want to hold on to that? I mean,
Tom,
I'm not messing
Tom, what
with
I know
you.
is it logical that I could take this eye and I can, for a wound that is very old, just plop this thing in my head?
You won't know until you
you
do.
got a hole there. You just stick it in.
See what happens.
People have been doing it for hundreds of years.
With medical help.
No, glass
All
eyes.
the cool kids
You
are
stick a
doing
glass
it.
Maybe
eye
I
in
have
there.
to cut the skin away.
But that's why I'm asking you to show me. I can help. I can heal.
No.
Saren Ray will help me.
No. Some wounds were not meant to be healed.
All right.
Well,
These scars are.
some wounds were meant to be plugged in with glass eyeballs that are magical.
These
He
scars
does not.
are.
He does not want the eye.
Yeah.
I will hold on to it.
Okay.
You know, we figure out maybe he wants it later.
Is there anything else on this guy?
His clothing looks very, very high end. It's kind of damaged in some parts,
meantime, we
but
can use it as a
probably
scope.
repairable.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
obviously a very wealthy individual. There's no cash on him per se, physically on him.
have Georgie
There's a
pull out
small
my
traveling
left eye
spell
and put
book
that
on
in.
him.
Do we know any
Okay.
like surgical people?
Is it like
I can apply
special for
leeches.
him, or is it just like any old?
I'm saying like someone that could
spell
like expertly
Roll
put
an
in the eyeball.
intelligence check.
That would be a good idea. We'll find like a.
That's an
eyeball
11.
that different from a
Looks
leech?
like just gobbledygook
Yes!
to you.
Yeah.
Are you dry?
But
no.
Aladdin
Question.
Pasha's spell book.
That's fine.
What's his name?
Aladdin.
Aladdin?
Aladdin Pasha,
Aladdin
Pasha,
Pasha.
and Goose
How did he
Cafes.
get his eye back?
Aladdin.
What?
He was missing an eye?
Who?
Oh,
You were missing an
No.
eye?
He had it healed.
I had a heal. I had a
Yeah.
cut across it. I wasn't
Oh.
missing it. He's missing it.
I hope
Clearly. He
technology
just
is
doesn't wanna
working
show
for us,
anybody that
and I
he's
hope you're
missing
enjoying the Carpathian adventure. We will be right back. Welcome back to the Carpathian Adventure. The champions of the sun have decapitated the remains, the two heads of Goose Cafesa and Aladdin Pasha, and dispatched the remaining Ottoman Solix and we rejoin them on the seas. In the Aegean! What are you guys doing?
You got that eyeball now in your pouch?
Yeah. We'll keep it in the dark.
I think me and Mattias are gonna start moving these people.
Bring these people over to
I
our
have a
ship?
bag of eyeballs.
Well, let's stop. Let's think about this real quick.
Okay.
Do we have enough room on our ship for all
Because I
these people?
collect them.
Yes.
We got
Are we
half.
100% sure of that?
Call me the
Yes.
collector.
There's men with these groups. Maybe if we feed them and we give them a little bit of time
That
to get their
ship's
health
not
back
gonna
up.
last.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not gonna
No.
last.
That ship is
It's like burnt.
Well, I haven't been on it yet, so I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know the
some
It's
situation.
not gonna make it. And then
They
no
bring-
matter
they
what
bring
room
good
we
luck.
have on board our ship, it's more room than what they will
I'm
stay
good.
in. And we have their food. I make food from magic.
No, that's fine. I just
We
was
just need to
concerned
find.
that we don't have enough room.
So,
And where are we gonna take these people?
yeah, where's the closest place
We're
that you would
going
know
where
that
we're going.
Could we drop them off somewhere?
Do any of these people speak? Can we speak to any of these people? Do any of them understand us?
I can. Yeah, I
Oh.
can.
Could we ask them where they're from?
Not today, but.
What do they look like?
Mattias,
Do they,
do they?
do they look like
do they
Turks or?
Mattias, can you talk to these people?
What languages do you speak?
Can you try?
What was it?
Alright,
The one that's
I'll
Greek
try
and
talking
Turkish.
to the
And,
speak
people
Greek?
who were down
well, yeah,
below
it's that.
decks
Well,
in
what's the
Hungarian,
word they
Latin,
use
and
for
Turkish.
that?
Hellenic.
Hellenic. That's the one.
You speak Hellenic?
I speak Hellenic. Yes, and
You
Gaelic.
suspect they look Greek.
Okay. I can communicate with them. I believe.
Okay, let's find out where they're from.
I will ask. You had the one person that you were trying to communicate with. Or like, it's kind of seemed like.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll try to find Nikos, who seems to
Nikos,
be
okay.
like the man in charge of them, or like the.
Didn't get the impression he was in charge. But
well,
he was more like
alright.
he was just very grateful when he was
okay.
expressing it. He was willing.
So
He
he's a
seems
conversation.
forward.
open to communicate, so we'll go to him.
And so I will ask him where he's from.
I'm Nikos. I'm
Kip.
Kip. Thank you. We can't thank you enough. We're from the Greek Isles.
The Greek Isles. How far away is that from here?
I would know
I
that
thought they were
probably.
talking to me,
It's
but
probably. I mean, it's not that far. You know, maybe 100-ish
Is it
miles.
on the way? Is it past
Or do we-
Vlore? Is it in the other
Kind of
direction?
on the way. No, Vlore is past. Yeah.
Okay, so we would be able to hit the Greek Isle or wherever they're
I mean,
from.
there's literally
on the way.
hundreds of them, but.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the general area
Yeah,
would be on
yeah.
the way to Alpine.
Well, we can ask them what Greek Isle is from.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then say.
I have one
like,
bus stop. We go there.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah.
What
take the metro.
can you tell me what happened? How did you end up in this situation?
We were captured. Not all of us together.
Okay.
Some of us, different times, to the extent that we could talk. We were told never to speak, but to
Yes.
the extent that we could talk, we spoke with one another. You look off, and they're actually now just talking to one another, somewhat nervously, as if it's almost a relief to be able to talk again. And every once in a while, the door would open above, and someone would be pulled out, and then we didn't see them again.
Was there
Good old
is,
blood magic.
is there anything else that you could tell us about those that took you? Did you hear anything or anything that could be helpful? Anything that seemed out of the ordinary besides just being taken, captive?
Well, it came. I happened to be on my island, it was Crete, or Candia, and they just arrived and came ashore, grabbed a bunch of individuals. Those that they didn't want, they either killed or let go.
Is this common practice or is this a rare occurrence? Is this something that happens?
I mean, that's the first time it's happened to me.
Okay, well we're gonna do our best to get you home. I believe we're headed in the direction of your islands, but I mean we have a destination to get to as well. So we'll drop you off at the islands, and you guys can hopefully go from there.
Thank you very much. Do you have any food?
Yes, right.
Did you guys find anything on the boat?
Yeah, they found. Well, you guys were bringing over stuff, right?
Oh yeah, we have food. We have food. So we're bringing. We presumably we brought provisions over from the other ship. As
Most of the provisions you brought over are meant for long duration. They're not fine cuisine. Not that you have to feed them fine cuisine, but they're hardtack water.
We'll have the NPCs.
We're gonna get the water out for them. Let them
have our
drink some water.
NPCs prepare a feast.
I'm gonna cast.
There are no NPCs. You're it.
I'm gonna cast.
We have a couple of.
Oh, Argam, Oda, Emilio.
Get the food.
I will cast Create Food and Water with my last high level spell. It is 45 pounds of food, 30 gallons of water. On the ground or in containers within range, which I'm assuming we have, because I've been doing this most of the time.
Yeah, sure.
It says it's enough to sustain 15 humanoids. I know there's 22 of them, so maybe we ration it out and supplement it with stuff.
Well, they can't eat all right away anyway.
It's they shouldn't. Yeah, because they have been malnourished. You should not be eating full meals anyway, which I would know because I was trapped on an island and forced to starve also. So I kind of help ration that out with them. It's bland but nourishing. It lasts for 24 hours, but I doubt it will last that long. So I do that.
Okay. Rationing out, they're very grateful. Some of them start to overeat, and then you stop them mixing water with either hardtack or something else so that they are not swallowing solid foods just yet, and just to preserve their existence. The seas are tossing. The day starts to come to a close. You can see the sun dipping below the horizon as you're out on the ocean. You know about where you are. You have a pretty good idea based upon looking at Flavio Joy's compass. Yes. You're probably you are in the Aegean. You are north of Candia, east of Greece, way south of the Anatolian coastline, and that you would need to continue. You would either need to turn north to go to Anatolia, east to go to Cyprus, south to go slightly south to go to Candia, or northeast to go to Greece, or northwest to go to Greece, or generally west to go toward Vla. I mean, you've got to make your way west and then then turn north up the Adriatic to get to Vla.
Okay, so for now we'll just head towards towards Greece.
Okay, so you kind of swing the vessel. You're tacking because the winds are pretty strong out of the south. You start tacking. Night starts to fall. Roll a Please roll a D20 and then another D20.
4. 18.
4. The winds are out of the southeast. Actually, that's good for you. It's kind of pushing you to the. I'm south. Awesome. And 18. Still strong. Not quite as strong as yesterday.
We're making good time.
But the ship is doing it weird.
They're at 26 to 35 knots out of the.
Verex's in the back kick his legs. His little mug
And
legs.
you guys are heading generally
Which is a huge rooster tail.
northwest. So you're kind of like that. You're having to tack a little bit. Off in the distance, you see this ship eventually flounder, and parts of it start to dip below the waves, but you don't actually see it go below until it disappears beyond the horizon. Would you push those guys over this way, please? Wow. Awesome.
Iceberg.
Ah! I didn't even use those. I figured I'd use those to help me out, these rings, guys, and I didn't even use them. Kind of the idea, just so you have an idea, like if a guy's like a third of the way down, half of the way down, you know what I mean? So I can quickly glance over and... It matters when there's 20 figures on the table.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter when there's 2, but that's why I didn't do it.
Later in the day, I guess this would be for anybody. Did anybody pick up that bloody scimitar that I used to cut that guy's head off? Or would it be still on the deck?
Still on the deck, right?
Still be on the deck.
Along
Unless
with
you...
all the
I didn't touch it.
3 heads.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna try to quietly look around, see if anybody's watching. I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna go sit staring off into the sea and just kind of keep it on my lap and think.
I'm not saying I was watching you do that, but
What are we doing with these heads?
I'm
What
gonna
are we doing
clean
with
it.
Knuckleheads' heads? I don't really know what to call them.
You can get the eyes out of his heads. They were not out of his 2 heads if you wanted. They are not
three
burned.
eyes left.
we'll pull those eyes out and throw them overboard.
The heads overboard?
No, dude, those don't make platinum.
What?
The guys from the head from the eyes from Pasha?
Yeah.
Those are really good eyes. He was a great warrior.
I said I take them.
Yeah, he's taking his eyes.
Oh, I thought you said.
Oh, we
you
meant
said
not the
throw
eyes
them.
over.
Take
we
the
meant the
eyes
heads.
and then throw the heads
Yeah,
over.
the way you
heads
phrased it was a
over.
little odd.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Okay.
thought you
I
said
wasn't
throw the
sure
eyes
either.
over.
I said take the eyes and then throw
And
them.
throw,
overboard.
yeah, because you said then throw them. I was like, that, no, wait,
And
what?
them as in the people that
Oh,
And
heads
we got his
belong to.
eye.
Oh,
we
I'm
have
sorry.
his
My
magic
So roll a
eye,
d10
so-
for me.
I'm just gonna throw.
Boulder.
We'll dispose of whatever bodies over the
7.
side.
7. Whatever amount of gold you would normally get, multiply it by 7.
Yeah. So we're just gonna throw whatever extra bodies we had overboard.
From those eyes. Make
Yeah,
sense?
nothing like
Yeah.
I can.
Oh.
Okay, the bodies are tossed overboard. They quickly sink into the water. You do see some fins around. There were quite a few bodies back there.
It's fitting.
Wait, you mean multiply the d20 by 7?
So whatever
'Cause normally
number
it's-
amount of gold you would get,
always.
multiply it by 7. From
Okay,
the,
for the 3 eyes.
Yes.
I got it.
Hey, does anybody want to try to figure out a magic carpet? I guess it's not gonna work. I guess it's not gonna work unless it's enchanted by whatever. It was kind of dying as I was.
Well,
Trying
you
to get
didn't.
off of it.
Well, actually, weren't able to proceed, but.
Well, you said it started sagging and then I got low.
Yes. Okay. So you don't have a sense that it was failing at that time,
Oh, okay.
but that it was just
Said multiply
too
it by
much
7.
weight on it. You had 2
Oh,
bodies
Oh,
on the
okay.
carpet.
So my eye pouch is now bursting at the seams at that point. These were very valuable eyes.
I'm gonna unroll the carpet and see what it does.
How long has it been?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't have no idea.
So
Right, it's like
after
evening, you said,
about
right?
an
It's
hour,
like
okay,
right,
after
yeah.
about an hour to
Yeah.
maybe 3 hours, the carpet settles down onto the deck and just
Okay.
goes to a rest.
It's broken. I don't know how this thing works. I tried to make it work. I don't know if it's just a regular carpet now.
Maybe-
Does it seem just like a regular carpet now?
Maybe he was controlling it with magic.
It's just a very, very bloody carpet. Is what you're saying.
Are you just saying bloody because you're English or something? Or
No, there's
No,
no
bloody
blood.
because there was blood on the other
you're
side.
saying it's a bloody carpet?
Right out.
I
Hungarian,
mean, it looks like
not English.
Oh, then why do you speak with an English accent?
Because it's easier to do an English accent to continue, by default for me.
it's like
It's
doing a
very
French accent.
confusing. It's very
It is,
confusing.
yes.
It's kind of like, why are always Roman soldiers always have an English accent? I don't understand this.
It's BBC.
For Americans.
BBC.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna check out the
You do a
carpet.
Hungarian accent for
The champions are starting so
through
whitewashed.
I Claudius,
Yeah, no.
or an Italian accent through the entire I Claudius.
I'm hoping.
As it is.
Our
Your
D&D game is
Italian
whitewashed.
accent tends to slip into
What's that?
Swedish.
We're whitewashed.
Yeah.
Okay, so eventually it settles down. Anybody looking at it would know that it's a valuable carpet in its own right as just a carpet, but it probably has some other abilities.
Maybe it was controlled by magic. Like maybe somebody like Gundrick could have figured this out.
I'm gonna look for like a barrel. Is there like any empty barrels on the ship?
I'm sure you have a couple barrels.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it in a barrel and I'm gonna light it on fire. Not the barrel, the carpet. I'm gonna burn the carpet.
I can't remember the.
I'm gonna be a
country.
carpet burner. Rug burn.
Might be Morocco. I don't remember.
You're gonna have me a rug burn.
That's a good pun. I appreciate
It doesn't seem to burn.
We have like oil or something,
We should
right?
keep it.
Maybe
We
don't
could
do
sell
that
it.
on the ship.
Yeah, now on the ship.
No, in a barrel.
Oh.
We could sell it for
On
money.
the ship.
Keep it.
Yeah, but I mean,
Someone might want it.
you can have heat.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna look
Shemnes, roll an insight check.
Okay. Insight
Sure.
or
Insight.
perception? Insight, that's still pretty good. I think that's 20.
Right.
Oh, 21.
You're
Excuse me.
pretty sure you can't just destroy a magical item
Okay.
with a natural means without doing something quite unusual to it.
Throw it into
I'll
the
look
fire.
over to Borinth and I'll say it's not going to work. It's a magical carpet fueled by blood magic. It's not going to burn.
And honestly, Borinth, the way things have been going,
You can
the ship
destroy
may burst into
magical
flames
items.
at some
It's
point
just-
by itself.
You're probably not going to do it with a mundane means of doing it.
I thought you were smoldering off into the distance right now.
It was, but and you're trying to light our ship on fire again.
I'm trying to light the ship on fire. I'm trying to get rid of an evil artifact.
It's more complex than that. Just
Yeah, we gotta have a halfling throw it into a volcano.
yeah. It's the only way.
Alright, whatever.
Toss it into the sea, or
That's a good
Well,
one.
toss it into the sea, then somebody's gonna end up with it.
then just leave it. Let it be.
Just
We'll
keep it.
Destroy it later.
Lock it in that barrel and hold on to it.
Let the snake eat it.
What if that would make the snake fly?
Just like the head and the tail.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's a cobra. I guess. Alright. I guess nobody wants to look into this carpet thing. Nobody cares.
I don't think I can't do anything about it. It was
Alright.
I don't have the capabilities.
Alright.
I'm tired.
I'm just gonna leave it to the side.
Okay,
Pull it back
so
in.
you leave it in the barrel or leave it to the side, whatever. You guys have it. You know you have it. Okay.
Your sheet.
The night progresses.
Taking
The
a
wind
rest.
continues.
Taking a rest, right? Yes.
Long rest?
Yes.
Yes,
Sure.
please.
Sure. You can easily get in a long rest if you want to.
I
Yeah.
would very much like to do that.
Before we retire for the night,
I don't know.
what does everything look like through the eye?
As you
We
hold
also,
it up to your
we
eye,
also need to divide up the loot.
The loot.
Since when do you care so much about money, Mattias?
It's in the.
Because being a noble requires having enough money to maintain
His suit's
some
starting to
degree
rust.
of security against other people trying to take things from you.
Yeah, that's the problem with nobility.
That's the problem with everyone.
Yeah, why can't you be more like our beefy friend and just not have anything?
Thank you.
Does my wealth make me a
I'm happy
noble?
you think I'm beefy.
Am I now considered a noble, Matthias? Do I have enough money?
Yeah, does he have enough money to be
Unfortunately, I think you have to buy a title.
Okay, I'll do that.
Call you
I'll buy my way in.
the Duke
You
of
guys are the
Eyeballs.
ones with the loot. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
I have the list if you want to split it up.
Yeah,
However you
split
want
it
to do
up.
it. So hold on. How many of us are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus Rexon. That's 7. Do we want to split it? Argan, other people?
much?
Or just
you don't
us?
have to.
Just
How
the
much
named
gold is-
people.
Just the
How much
PCs.
gold is 40 platinum? How much
400 gold. It's 10.
one gold
10.
is equal?
Do you want me to
oh,
convert
10.
everything into? Would it be
Convert it all
easier
to
if I
gold.
just converted
Yeah.
everything to gold?
Yeah.
Or
It's always easier.
can I just dump all? Can we dump the copper into the sea because it's useless anyway?
I'll
Well,
exchange.
what do you
give it
say,
to the
how
Greek
much copper
people.
will
I'll
these Greek
exchange.
people
people
I'll
need?
exchange some of my gold
Oh,
for
you know
some
what?
platinum.
Greek people.
Heck, we can give them all the copper, all the silver, even if we. That's a lot.
No.
Some of the silver.
I'm still kind
How
of
much?
broke. So.
How much silver is?
Well, I don't know. You have the loot. How do you want to do it?
Turn it all to gold and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So it's 4,000 gold right there, just in the
No,
in the
it's
platinum.
400. 400
Oh, it's
gold and
It's
oh,
platinum.
tens,
it's
yeah.
100.
Not hundreds.
Nope. It's 120 silver and it's.
26
Wait.
silver?
Oh, no,
26
no.
gold?
Yeah, 120 and
890
it's
gold.
260 silver, yeah.
26.
6.
7?
Iron Man.
D&D
We're all
is
wearing,
mad.
we're all wearing the green visor.
Yeah, hold on. I'm doing this on my abacus.
Shit, 26 gold.
It's
is the
1,036 gold total.
There you go. Split it up.
In
1,000.
do we want to give the slaves a share?
No.
Divided by 7. 148
I said,
gold
do we
each.
want to give the slaves a share?
148 gold each.
What?
They can have one piece as they go off the ship in Greece.
We are
Then
giving them
they're
like-
getting a bunch of my
giving
share.
them
Add
their
the
life
copper
and
into the
food.
gold.
Alright, it's fine.
148 gold
You
each.
are all. Whenever. It's fine.
148 gold each.
All right.
What? Is it?
Well, that's just for that. Divided by 7.
Yes. Alright, you're right. 148 gold a pop.
Just subtract like 5% for an exchange if you're just going to record it as gold. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, well, because I assume you're going to like change it into your copper and silver into gold later, so you're going to pay some exchange. For
Alright,
it.
so 140.
Does that make sense?
6 gold.
There you go.
How much?
140.6.
You look through it.
Okay, 100.
It's nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Everything looks very clear. and bright like day.
Ooh.
Out
Oh, you're looking
to
for the eye.
a certain distance. And as the horizon
Wow, that's really
goes,
smart.
that chevron has disappeared that somebody
Ooh, it's no
mentioned.
longer there.
Roll an insight check or an investigation check, whichever is better.
20.
20, awesome. You get the idea that you could probably slave that chevron to something else.
Aha.
And you might be able
Does
to
it show me what I truly desire?
If you, perhaps, you might be able to have somebody who's highly skilled be able to turn that into some type of goggle or perhaps monocular eye patch type deal.
That would be very cool. I will hold on to this.
Okay? You're pretty sure that it
Man, I
provides
already-
almost the equivalent of like daylight vision to a certain
sneak
distance,
up on
but
him
it's
and
kind of hard
slam it
to
in
tell
his
what
head.
it is without getting it identified.
Hey,
kinda-
hey, Balder. When he goes to sleep,
Well, he doesn't. I mean, honestly,
Just lift it.
he wasn't wrong.
Just
Out of
lift
game,
it.
he wasn't wrong. He
How about
doesn't
we
really
just
need.
lift it up.
I don't need dark vision.
We just lift it up, right?
Mhm.
And then we just
Am I the only one that has dark vision?
pop it right in there.
I think.
By Rexon does.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
He would.
But
All right.
daylight is different.
So back
than
in the
dark
pouch
vision.
it goes.
Yes.
Okay.
So
And
daylight
now I
is
have
different
some
than dark.
ideas.
So you
so,
would see.
so it's well
daylight.
before he inspected it. I was gonna do this anyway, but so I'll before everybody goes to sleep or before he goes, I'm gonna come over and ask you to see the eye.
Okay.
And,
I wanted to put it in your eye while you were asleep. So you
it
woke
is.
up in the morning.
Wait, nope, that's a real eye.
I know.
Tell it's kind of squishy.
and I will say, do you mind if I seek out Jonas with this?
What do you mean?
I'm gonna go talk to Jonas with this.
With it?
Yes,
Why?
because I'd
How?
like to ask him a little bit about it.
I don't trust Jonas. He doesn't like magical items.
He's got a good point.
Last time we
Traditionally-
discussed this with him,
traditionally you do
he
not.
tried to destroy
In
it.
his opinion, because his ring.
well, you-
always want to get it from
ring's
him.
evil, though.
Since you were charged with this, you have my word that I will not let him destroy this.
Okay.
All right.
What are you guys talking about over there?
I'm just gonna walk away from him. I'm gonna go seek out Jonas.
Did you give him the eye?
I'll stay close behind.
Did you
And
give him the eye?
Yeah.
You gave him
I
the
think
eye?
he's having a change of heart.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm gonna turn to Jonas and say, Jonas.
I dropped the scimitar on the ground. It was
Oh,
tiny.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Kip. Hi.
Not a good time.
No, it's fine. I kind of kick it under my seat. Yes.
Did I see that?
You definitely
Roll a
heard
perception. Roll a deception. Roll a.
Oh, a decent. Okay, sure.
Perception, you said? For me?
Yes, you perception, him deception.
That's a rockin' 11.
That's a 7. I didn't see it.
You did not see it.
Okay.
See, you need two eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I would say, Borinth wants me to see what this does if I replaced, if I put this under my patch and saw through it, if that was a possibility. Do you think that that is a wise decision to see what it does, if that were possible?
I think there are definitely interesting magics in the world. It might work, as you could see through it, possibly. Hold on, let me consult my earlier prayers.
I'm gonna try to sneak up on them and listen.
Just roll a stealth check. Well, first roll a perception check to see if you even see them doing this.
Natural 20.
Okay, so you see them. Now
Heard
roll
a loud clank.
Now roll a stealth check to see if you
So that's so not good.
successfully get up.
My
What's
passive perception is
going on?
19,
3.
so there's no way he's sneaking.
3. So
I
there's
knock
no
a
way.
barrel over.
It's like Borinth is like,
That
ugh,
noise!
pickles. I was looking for
Can I
pickles.
just-
Where's
So
Can I
hungry.
just
Where's
tell?
natural perception?
It's whatever your
Can I just
perception
tell
score
Kip
is plus
what
10.
I've sensed
Plus
about it?
10? Oh,
Well, is he
14.
with you now?
Well, if I walk over there.
Of course you
I
can.
mean,
I did say to Baldo, let's follow them because I wanted to see what was going on.
can
You're
I
there
just
on the
walk
deck,
over
too.
and answer
I
the
don't know.
question that you asked Jonas?
This is chaos.
Oh, but I wasn't talking to you.
Well, I'll just walk over because Jumnus doesn't know.
It's not a big ship.
I was asking an opinion. So I think he has his own opinion.
Wait, so what did you come up and say?
Well, I was going to tell him what I saw looking through it. That it does feel like that you can reprogram it to show you the location of an item. And it also lets you see in the dark. I mean, if you feel like you would benefit from that, I don't think there's anything innately wrong with it. It's just a tool.
That's kind of really dirty. No.
I spit on it and cleaned it. Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening.
So I will.
Okay.
I'm going through barrels looking for food.
I can think over it and tomorrow morning I can tell you. Well, it's clearly magical. I can tell you whether there is a specific good or wicked intent in it.
Okay.
It came from
something evil.
From a minion of Ghazi. Whether it's connected to him in some way, whether he can use it on us somehow, I don't know. And I don't know if I'll be able to tell, but I am skeptical.
Pray about it, holy boy.
I think for now, we keep it in the dark because we can't be sure.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I can look at it.
Okay.
Put it in, see if it works. You can always take it out.
Even if it does
Well,
work,
I mean, it works
if
right
Ghazi
now,
can
so
look
All right, I'm not having this conversation with everybody
He's
else
looking
around.
through it right now. We all followed you. We're all just like invading your conversation.
That's okay.
I mean, he's looking at us right now. Then, so if you pop it in, you see if you can see if it works. Then take it out and you cover it up. See if it works.
What if it's cursed? What if it doesn't leave his head once it's in?
Oh, we'll cut it out.
Those are all good.
Actually,
I feel like
fuses into his brain.
Orange is turning more and more evil.
I can
more and more.
remove curses. Speaking of, how's that
I
ring?
just don't know any better.
Yeah, we could talk about the ring another time. I promised that I would come up here to talk just about this eye right
Chip's
now.
got my back on the ring.
Okay.
I apologize.
Because that's the ring's evil too.
Yes.
We had this conversation. I think.
But
Oh no, I know about
his
it.
ring.
Told you. Listen, rings are not evil. The
No, it's
people who use them are evil.
Right.
That
That's
worries me even further that the ring is corrupting you. You're pulling out eyeballs. That's still not cool.
all right.
Only worthy
Still his
people.
ring.
We could talk more about this in the morning then.
Yes.
All right. I will give the eye back to you,
Uh,
and I will just walk away from the group.
These guys.
I'm
they're always
finding
so
all
wor-
the ale.
These
in
guys
all
are always
the
so worried about
assorted
magical
meats.
items. I'll happily wear it.
You're just gonna amass every cursed item in the campaign.
I mean,
well.
it can't be bad to double up on curses. It can only be good.
Yeah, talk to me. I'm sorry, talk to Gundrick about that. What happened to him?
That's true.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna eat and drink until I fall asleep.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. Okay, the night. Do you guys have any watches going or anything like that?
Nope, not today.
I mean,
I will use the eye and stare into the stars for the night.
Any spells left?
Okay.
oh wait, I got it. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night. I got it. I figured it out. I know what it. I know how we could use this thing. Right? Kip doesn't want to put it in his. Is anybody around me? Anybody?
No.
Listen, anybody
You're
awake?
all by yourself.
Anybody awake
You're just-
right now?
You're just
Anybody?
yelling to
The
yourself.
fact that you're yelling, yes, now.
Yeah.
I figured it out. Wait. Those things that you look through. You looked through them before. Like you did this and you looked through it. It's to see far.
Are you
talking to me?
Yes.
What-
Yes. You
yeah.
remember? You know those things you use.
Yes.
You look in it, right? What if we took and stuck it in there, and then you looked through it like that?
Took the eye and put it in a
Put it in
spyglass.
it, and then you can look through it.
I'll just say, Borinth.
Okay.
We said we would talk about this in the morning.
It's morning. What time is
It's
it?
not. Go back. All right, well, that's not a bad idea, actually.
I just didn't want to forget.
Look, Born,
I didn't want to
just
forget.
write it down.
Ah,
And I
people
go back to
yelling!
bed.
I love lamp.
Write it down. We'll visit it tomorw.
Can the
Write
man
it
sleep
down.
in a barrel in
This
peace?
cruel joke. I've never been mean to you. I've never been cruel to you.
I don't think that's true. Born, go to bed. I'll remember.
Did I offend you?
I'll write it down.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we're
Then I
sleeping.
pass back
Long
out.
rest.
I just fall back
Yes,
out.
long rest.
My hammock.
Yay!
The next day arrives. You see in the distance a coastline.
You see what?
You see a coastline in the
Oh,
distance.
do I know this coastline? Or what it would be
Roll
generally?
an investigation check.
Pull out your spyglass. Oh, right.
Investigation, you said?
Yes.
Or, okay, that is a 17.
17, yes, you're pretty sure. You think you know. Roll a d6, please.
My head. I'm picturing the guy from Harry Potter.
4.
Yeah, man, I'm weak.
4.
That's what I'm gonna make.
Totally do that.
That's what I'm gonna make though.
I was gonna put it
How
over
close
I'm
is
gonna smelt down
France
a
to
bunch of my
Greece?
gold and make a beautiful.
Pretty far away.
I just want to see it.
Then never mind.
You think it's the city called Sfakia.
Like seal it enough to put an eye in.
And Fakia too.
Okay.
I mean, the test because clearly he didn't have an
See how I
eye.
got around the rules in that one?
F-A-K-I-A
To the extent
with
of
an
it,
accent over the
I don't think you
A.
can do anything other than what we're looking through it.
Okay, so Shvakia. Where is Shvakia? What nation does it belong
like
to?
You think it belongs to,
True.
you should probably call it
So made you
technically
reconsider.
part
Yeah,
of
but you don't
Candia
know.
at
I
this
didn't tell you
point.
that.
C-A-N-D-I-A.
No, he told me when I first looked through it.
Is there a gumdrop
I'm
focus
focused.
around it?
No, I don't think it was.
Sorry?
You said Candia?
Yes, I
But you
did.
didn't
Like
look through it.
Candyland?
I said
No.
Gumdrop
I said
forest?
that's-
No, there's no
Peppermint
gumdrop.
fields?
There's
No?
no
Well,
peppermint
okay.
fields.
Yeah, it like
But
All
not
right.
dated.
had like an enhanced vision.
Do we need to stop? Does anybody want
What's
to
going
stop?
on? There's land?
There's land. Land ho!
How about we just make
Were we
not
expecting
nice.
to come across this island?
and we share
Where
it.
you were heading
becomes-
generally
We would've known.
northwest,
Yes.
intentionally to drop. I was under the impression, the DM was under the impression to drop off passengers.
But I mean, I
Yes.
also flip the patch
We were
Is
going
this part of those islands?
There's no reason
Yeah,
why
it's
we
generally
can't
in
make
that
one
area.
there
But I mean,
instead
there's
of the
hundreds
patch
of
you were
islands in
Yeah.
that area.
Right?
Okay.
Then you don't have to do anything
on
to
this
stop
So,
that.
Right.
Just
Ask-
ask him.
Ask that dude.
Yeah, hold on. I was gonna rearrange my spells. I was gonna pick tongues so I can speak with these people.
Sure.
Do they need some
Freely.
sort of magic to
So
work
I
on you?
will.
with no
Tongues is not a. I don't
Wait,
think.
Or is it only
do,
like
do we need to
local
identify
spells?
magic items?
Don't know.
Yeah.
And then how do we get it?
We can.
I remember we
That way
did
figure out.
something like that in Bari
wondering
a while back.
Can you identify magical items?
No. I can detect magic.
Oh,
So
you can just
I can
detect it.
tell. No, he was saying that there was a guy we went to.
Oh.
Are you
So
suggesting there might be another guy? Is that why you're bringing this up?
No, I think he's trying to identify the island to go to, just right?
Well, I thought we were having confusion over identifying the items themselves and what they do.
well, we.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not. It doesn't have to necessarily be done immediately. That's kind of if we come across somebody, we'll get it done. That's how I was imagining it. Oh, that's a good question. Oda's a mage. We can ask if she can identify stuff.
She probably could.
That would be very useful.
Yeah. Why don't we ask Oda?
Well, let's figure out this island thing first.
So I will cast tongues and I will find Nikos.
Okay, so you find Nikos. Nikos, some of the others are warming up to you all. You learn Nikos, Daxiados, Daisman, Davros, Marcos, Mystikos, Spiliatapos, Kantos,
Yeah,
Gaia,
all for
Zenobia, Erica, Ciante, Natasia, Skilia, Karas, and then a whole bunch of children, blah, blah,
I
blah.
thought for a
And they're
little
like,
bit-
they're...
I thought that was one name for a little bit.
No.
And I was gonna say,
That'd
can
be
you
a
spell
very
it?
long name.
Yeah, I understand now.
No,
That
they
was-
all start now that they have a little bit of food in their belly and they know that their lives are not immediately in danger. They start warming themselves up to you, and to the extent that you can communicate with them, they are quite talkative, as if somebody had shut their mouths for a long period of time. And Nikos, if you specifically seek him out, he goes, "Yes,
How
thank
are you doing?
oh, much better,
Faring.
much better."
That's good. I was in a position similar to yours once, and I was saved myself, and I figured I'd pass it on. I show my holy symbol, which is a little ankh with wings. If ever if ever you find yourself in dire straits, you can call upon this insignia, and she will be there.
And who is that?
She's known as Saren Ray. She is the
Thank Saren Ray for us.
We adventure in her name. We travel and help by her light.
We.
Yes.
Was that like a yes or a?
Oh, you I?
So, as I said, it is by her light that you are here today.
We thank your Saren Ray. We thank Saren Ray. I will, if you're speaking in tongues, so
Yes.
they speak the same, and you see many of them. Well, thanks, Saren Ray, and it comes across as quite genuine. I mean, you saved their lives.
Wow. Cool. All right.
Yeah, you have a religious following.
Yeah. So that's now I've possibly converted 22 plus the original one guy I converted in the third session. I'm working on it. I'm building my following.
Everybody starts somewhere.
If
Yeah.
you build it, they will come.
And you're gonna
I had one dude who's live this.
you're gonna become one of the medieval equivalent of a televangelist.
Yes. That's the goal. No,
Saren
no,
Ray
not at
will
all.
save you.
Okay. We
Yeah.
spotted land up ahead. It is the land of Candia, the port of Shvakia.
Wherever you can drop us, it would be fine. We're just eternally grateful.
If we give you possibly
we'll find
some coin.
There is no home, so any home at this point is fine.
You,
Yes, coin.
You will be safe. You'll be fine. You that's agreeable. Here.
Jonas?
Yes.
Remember where you found us.
It's a fair point. But we're traveling to Vlore, so I mean, if
every single
further
one.
west is possible.
No one would object to Vlore or further west, but they're from scattered. He points to his group. They're from scattered all over.
In this general region?
I mean, Greek Isles, the Anatolian Isles.
So this is a nice center point, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Right in the middle.
sounds
Yeah.
We're off of an Ottoman ship.
Okay, great. Cool. So we're going to go into port, and anybody that wants to head out, free to do so.
Thank
you. Anybody that wants to travel west on board our ship, help out with the sailing and all that, fair enough.
Free to leave after we sell them to somebody.
No. All right.
Well, and we have to keep the kids for
That was
burn the ring.
They didn't hear that.
I don't know why I thought that.
We're speaking in adventurous camp.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we need children to feed the tiger too.
All right.
Sorry, what did I say?
As the kids are like rubbing the tiger's belly.
It's not funny.
He's like, huh?
So yeah, well, all right, we'll make land there. Absolutely.
Okay, so you sail into port, the coasting into shore aboard the Raid Italia. You recognize the village. Entering the secure port, the town itself is in utter chaos. There appears to be just beyond the buildings some kind of utter chaos going around. You're in a fortified port itself. Beyond the walls, you hear some clashing away, if you will, off in the distance. The people are like, "We'll get off anyway," and they start to make their way off the ship.
Before that happens, I will give them. Hold on, I'll give them all each.
Are we sure we want to let these people off here?
Does it sound like
It
fighting?
sounds like.
That's the
Is there
clashing?
fighting?
Yeah, there's fighting going on.
It seems like the city you're dropping them off in is under siege.
Yeah, we're not dropping them off.
Yeah,
We're gonna
hold
go
on.
further-
Just wait.
We're gonna
You
go
guys
further
don't
west.
have to. Under siege. What are the colors?
Don't even look.
No.
You're gonna look.
I mean, if you want, you can send off your new Saren Ray followers to die.
No, I don't want
Okay.
that. I don't
We
want
can keep
the-
going.
anybody to die. What are the?
I'll send the Raven to
Wait,
take a look.
what can we see?
No, he's sending the raven.
You see,
Send the Raven. Yeah, scope it
Send
out.
the Raven.
I'll send the Raven to take a look at it.
the Raven flies out and looks around. Bear with me a sec.
Lassie.
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 Lassie, is that
What do you see, girl?
Lassie and Georgie.
As the monkey sits on your, or the capuchin sits on your shoulder.
So I'm riding them.
What'd you say?
The monkey's riding the raven.
Right.
Oh,
With his little knife.
and sharpened spoon.
The first spork ever.
I smelted some gold and made a sharpened spork. And that's how he gets eyeballs.
Yes.
Your followers?
Yeah. No, my
Wait,
my
it's
Twitch. Yes,
real life
my
followers?
followers. My friends.
Those followers.
Who are watching the stream. Those followers.
Your real
Who
followers.
I like to
not your
think
make-believe
are also
followers.
followers of Saren Ray.
Yeah, just convert 22 of them, send the majority off to their death.
I'm not doing that. We're not doing that.
Stunks.
No.
All right, what does the raven say?
Yes.
The raven sees that you're in a fortified city. There are people up on the walls. There's a little bit of chaos going on in the city itself. Beyond the walls, there seems to be an organized army flying what appears to be a blue flag with a white cross and upper corner that's black with an axe on it.
And describe that to Matthias.
You describe it to Matthias.
Describe it again, please? I didn't quite catch all that.
It's a blue flag with a white cross with a black background. Roll an investigation check or insight check, whichever is better for you with advantage.
Okay.
It's not a knowledge check?
That's a natural 20.
Wow. Okay. You know instantly that that's the flag of the Venetian and Christian Lord Alexios Kalialergos and Duke Giustiani.
I should have known.
What?
Wait,
Have we
wait,
encountered them before?
wait. Is that the flag of Naxos?
No, it is not the flag of Naxos. You're not far from Naxos.
They are still foes.
I mean, I'm Venetian.
And what are the
But did
the
he
people
said we
fighting?
fought them?
Yeah, well, I did. I fought.
So it is a Venetian lord.
On the outside of the walls, yes.
So who's siding on?
I don't know. I'm on the side of the Lord.
of the Lord.
Well, everyone, the besieging army is Venetian. Or at least someone from Venice. They're probably mercenaries.
Wait, was that the sieging army or the ones?
Yeah, the sieging army.
I said the sieging army.
And then the people defending are Candians. Candies.
Correct.
Candies. Are they smarties? Nerds? That's good.
They have no.
Do they appear smart?
Whoa.
Oh no, I was making a candy joke.
Oh, okay.
Like Smarties, the candy, or Nerds, the candy.
If they have a chance or anything, what's it looking like? Are they being
They're holding the
overrun?
walls. They have the high ground, so to speak.
Well, we're not taking out an army. So the question is, do we leave these people here, or do we just take them with us longer?
I think
Or that spinning dice with eyeballs is
Leave it up to them.
gambling.
I mean, they're free
Roll
to
a
go.
perception check.
Oh, sure. See, if you delay long enough, things happen. Perception
Or not.
That's an 18.
They're probably about 2.5 to 3 days with bad weather from Loire.
With bad weather.
2.5 in a good weather, maybe 3
Oh,
in
okay.
bad
Oh,
weather.
I see. Okay. Well, I think we are on a holy mission to defeat a great monster. I think we should keep going as much as it
Agreed.
pains me.
Yeah. We're not going to attack it. We're not going
We
to
can't
hold off an
stop
army.
and participate in every
Yeah,
war.
we're waging a war against
Something good,
monsters,
great or
not men. So
The last 3? Is it 3 now?
Monsters
That we
up there.
attempted to do something about this? We made it worse?
yeah, so let's not. I will say to Nikos and the rest, and
I mean, our heart's in the right place.
etc. I'll say we are moving to somewhere that does not have a war being waged, possibly. That seems better.
If it's away from Ottoman territory,
It's even further.
then yes, it would be good.
Great.
He says in Greek.
Onward. Let's go.
Are they branded at all?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you examine them briefly. You don't see anything.
All right, cool. Just
And yeah, that probably wouldn't be like something that they would normally do. I mean, it's okay to look, but I mean, it's not. Unless you were trading them or using
Waste
them.
of time to brand them. You're just going to drain all the blood
I just
out.
wanted to make sure that they weren't going to be like.
True.
So you'd be like, hey, look, you got a thing on your hand. You're one of ours. Come here. You know.
There's no indication of that.
All right.
And a quick glance that you would no need to roll because as you pull into port, you quickly heave to, and the ship, Emilio Valdebruna spins the wheel, and the ship starts coasting back out to sea again, and spins around. And I'm assuming you're heading southwest if you're heading toward Loire, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, south, east, west.
I don't know how you can remember all these names.
Let me consult the eye.
Sometimes I forget my name.
Southwest.
They're just real names.
It's only like only a couple.
It's a useful eye. I saw Balder do that. That's a useful eye.
Okay.
I thought I had an idea last night.
Roll a d20 and a d20 there, Jumnus, please.
That's an 18.
18. The
And a
winds
3.
are out of the. Actually, that's awesome because the winds are out of the northwest, but they're very, 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 very.
sail, Jumnus.
Very,
That's
very,
all right.
Seems Saren Ray is with us.
very light. A 3. A 3. That's not calm, at least. Okay, so that's better than. Okay, so the winds are kind of like off of that direction, which is actually not bad. So you're doing about a little bit better than 4 knots. You're doing probably about 5-ish knots. You're making pretty good time, but not obscene time. And the water's reasonably calm, and there's no need to roll any.
It's just a good lazy day.
Yep.
So I will approach Jumnus and say, Jumnus, about
Is this the second
what we
day?
spoke about last night.
You were about almost on your
But before we go seek the others out,
fourth day out from Constantinople.
I got some potions to roll later.
Okay.
so I asked Jumnus about what we spoke about last night, and say before we seek the others out for the eye, and I will lift my eye patch, and it's just like scarred skin, like there's just a big gash. Yeah, like just straight down, big gash, pink flake, scarry type skin.
Yeah.
Do you think that this can be done? If you can heal this? Because I mean, we're gonna have to cut.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't. I know what's in your head is kind of important, behind the eye. I don't know if I would trust any of us to do that.
I have nimble hands.
It might be able to be done if we can find a
Pulls out a full
physician.
sword.
Is that a thing that exists right now? Perhaps a physician might be able to do something, but last night Gorn suggested
5 feet away.
eyeglass. So perhaps try that instead.
Okay. Or maybe you can, do your thing on the eye and we can see what it's like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll definitely do that today. Detect. Even good. But putting it in your head, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think we hit another big city. We can investigate.
Okay.
But for now, and you have it? You the eye still?
I gave it back to him. Yeah, he said he was gonna keep the eyes.
Okay.
I am the eye.
Well, if I see it, I can investigate.
Can I go below deck? And I guess under their suggestion the other day, I want to ask Oda if she can do something like that, like figure out what these magical items are.
Yeah, identify.
Possibly.
And I'll show her this, and I'll give her this necklace, and I'll give her the eye, and ask her if there's any other information she can pull out of these 2 items.
Some wings sprout out of her back. You fool!
Gazi spy!
I've been waiting for this moment. She flies off.
Oh my god! Shoots right through the ship.
That'd be an awesome thing. No. Terrible.
I think we all.
I just come back up from below deck with my head down. I'm like, guys, I messed up.
I have good news and bad news. Actually, just bad news.
Oda was a witch.
The good news is I'm no longer betrothed.
I found a spy.
Ouch! That's the good news. Ouch. She says, I'd rather not touch that.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll look at the eye, if you'd like me to.
Yeah.
Try again later.
Oh, you know what? I got a spell I can do. That actually might help.
You continue. Are you guys doing anything else?
I will cast a spell. A ritual spell. I'm going to cast Commune, which is a spell I just got, 5th level, divination spell. It takes a minute to cast.
Nice.
So just while on board the ship, I'll find like a little corner to myself. I'll set up some incense and what do I need? A vial of holy water, which I'm sure
I have a vial if you need.
And I cast Commune.
Well,
It takes 11 minutes to cast.
Don't you sell it to your people? So you should have plenty.
Yeah.
Did you hear thumping?
Sarah raised tears.
No, he's on like infomercials selling it to people.
That's pumpkin? Sound like
It might be like dropping on the ground or something. So the way Commune works, I contact my deity or a divine proxy and ask up to 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or no. You must ask your questions before the spell ends. You receive a correct answer for each question. Divine beings aren't necessarily omniscient, so you might receive unclear as an answer if a question pertains to information that lies beyond the deity's knowledge. In a case where a one-word answer could be misleading or contrary to the deity's interests, the DM might offer a short phrase as an answer instead. And then if I cast it two or more times before my next long rest, there's a chance it fails.
Okay. Yep. 25%-ish. Okay. Got it.
So it's... I guess the first question I will ask is... does Ghazi have a way to look through the eye? I'll ask.
You cast the spell.
Yes.
There's a moment. It takes a little while. The ship is rocking on the shores. You cast the spell.
Ooh, your Serenade just hit us with a fireball.
burn the whole explode
the ship. How dare you ask me?
No.
Okay. Sweet. Is the eye cursed?
No.
A little suspicious of my magical lamp.
Come out there.
Are we on the right path?
There's a pause. And you almost want to get up at some point. And a voice says to you, and you know it's not a female voice. Saren Ray thought you were leaving the path. Time will tell.
Is it the same? Okay. DM question, or question for the DM. Is that the same voice that answered the first two?
No.
Did the voice that answered the first two sound like the voice that came to me when I died? And was granted Sarenrae's powers in my backstory. Is it Sarenrae's voice? Is what I'm asking.
You don't think so.
But you know that Saren Ray, as someone as devout as you are, this is kind of a segue, and not a segue, kind of like a background, has, I don't know if minions are the right
Peons.
Followers.
Okay.
Not
Angels.
followers. Yeah,
Like
okay.
divine
Zealots.
beings that work for her.
Yes.
Okay. Divine
Named
underlings, I guess. Okay.
Henchmen.
And I think you may have even seen one of them at one point.
Yes, in a vision. Were the first two the same voice, or was it all three different voices?
Same, different.
Okay.
The last one was distinctly male.
Okay.
The other two were probably difficult to tell.
Okay. All right. So it said, Samurai thought I was straying from the path?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're
Mm,
paraphrasing, but yes, I don't remember the exact words.
okay. But only time will tell. Okay. All right. I'll sit in silence for a little while longer.
Okay. Does anyone else do anything during the day? Okay, the day passes uneventfully. The sun rises and sets. You see some ships in the distance, merchants, busy. Roll a d20 and a d20, Gemnus, if you would, please.
18, or no, 16, and 10.
16 and 10, good winds. Okay, the winds remain relatively constant.
I'm just a really good sailor.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm just a really good sailor.
Whoosh. As you continue off toward the distance.
No.
That's that whirlpool.
Do not think I can hold it, Captain. Dueling whirlpools.
Dueling whirlpools.
Two whirlpools next to each other and just shoots us straight even faster right through the middle.
Hot Wheels cars.
I can only do one at a time. But if there's another one, we can try it.
A pitching machine.
If you come
Yeah,
in,
exactly.
If you come into one of them.
You can't do two whirlpools? Small?
No. Technically, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so.
Could be funny.
I wonder if I can
Picture like the Hot Wheel tracks.
Technically, it doesn't. I don't know.
Off in the distance, flying low over the water, you see.
Oh, he's back.
This guy.
No, this one's our friend.
Was he?
Yeah.
No, this is the guy we gave him a thing.
Yeah, he's my friend.
Yeah.
Time to fight the dragon.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good dragon. The dragon.
We gave him the compass, right?
Yeah.
He's a happy dragon.
He seems to be flying very quickly toward you.
Oh, wait. Just in case.
That's pretty good.
Gazi knows dragons.
Yeah.
He seems to be rapidly approaching the vessel.
Who spotted him? Did we all spot him?
You can all see him. Very quickly, the dragon forms a large ring in its wake. As it's low over the water, you gather about 10 to 15 feet off the water. It seems to be coming at you very quickly.
Okay.
What
Guys,
are you doing?
what do we want to do?
I mean,
Was that ballista?
there's not much we can do.
I never got to attach it to the deck.
Not much we can do. It's a dragon.
Scorpions.
Yeah.
Let's go to the front of the ship. I'm gonna go right to the front of the ship.
I mean, I guess. if
You're
he's
up at the front of the
gonna
ship.
Kill us, he's gonna kill
How
us,
far
right?
away is he?
There's nothing we could do.
Keep everybody.
Yeah, call him
spread out.
150 feet right now.
All right. How about we send everyone below deck who does not need to be here?
Okay. All the passengers quickly scurry below deck, and they have no problem with that concept. Scurry below the decks. The rest of the party, probably about what you see there, is up on the deck, and Mattias is. All of you are up there.
You did.
I'm gonna go right up to the bow of the
5
ship.
minutes.
You
Go
did.
right up to the bow of the ship, and I'm just gonna put my hands up. I'm just gonna yell, "Dragon!"
Borinth, what are you doing?
I love it.
Put my hands up.
Dragon, you're yelling to him
To
or
the dragon. I'm yelling to the dragon.
Roll a persuasion with advantage.
Yes.
2 times.
Like a bunch of them.
This one we have encountered before. Were you
Persuasion?
here then?
I think so, because I remember seeing the jewel
Any
and
kind
I was
of
trying to,
charisma
like,
check
seduce the
that you
dragon.
prefer.
And he was like, I'll
Yeah,
kill you.
this is the one we
It's
gave the
nothing,
compass
so
to.
it's a 6.
You were there for that.
A 6. Anyone else doing anything, saying anything?
I'm complimenting the dragon.
Beautiful
I am staying horrifiedly silent.
In Draconic, I will say, ho there, friend.
Have you met this dragon before?
I have not met a green
Okay.
dragon. I've only met the red one.
Okay, so
maybe don't
roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Wait, is this the same red dragon that attacked with Gundrick?
This is not a
Remember when
red
Gundrick? No, at what was it? The at Sagut.
Yeah.
There was a green dragon that attacked that was talking to Gundrick at the time.
that was.
Is this the same one?
That was at Sagut?
I think it was Sagut.
I don't know if it was so good. It was the other one when we were fighting
It had
in
to
the
be.
tower.
It was Sagut.
Remember?
Yeah.
It was during the It was during the.
Yeah, because that was the battle
That
where
wasn't
we
so good.
fought. We fought at the Lonely Tower.
There was the tower, and then
the Monaco's Tower.
If it was a green dragon, then yes. It's a
He said
So-
this is the one we gave
Okay,
the
well,
compass
so
to.
so I have
Also
seen
yes.
it. I have not spoken with it.
Okay.
Because I just got Draconic at
Okay,
the last
roll-
level I
First met
got,
him.
so.
When we first met Kip.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were
yeah,
fighting the army. We were holding.
And
That was at Prusa, I believe.
Prusa.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know it says Sagut in the opening, but it's Prusa.
Yes.
So I've seen it, but I have not
Okay,
communicated
roll
with it.
persuasion with advantage,
Persuasion.
or some type of charisma check.
I think that was 4, right?
Lie to the dragon.
Well,
Yeah,
you're not
that doesn't work.
deceiving. You're just trying to
Convince it that you're friendly.
You speak dragon?
Throw spears at it.
24.
That will make it happen.
24. Okay. Are you doing anything?
Yeah, I still want that jewel.
Oh, jeez.
Help me out here.
The first time I met this dragon, you were like, it's like what's on it, and
was
I
it
was
the
just
same
like,
dragon?
ooh.
He was seduced by
Is
the
it the
gem
same
on its
dragon?
head.
I
yeah.
think so. Yes.
Oh. The dragon, hearing your call, suddenly comes to a, for want of a better word,
Dragon here.
a hover.
I'm gonna cast tongue so I understand it if it speaks Draconic.
Okay. It does speak in Draconic. It says to you, "Greetings again."
Hello. What brings you this far out?
Trouble. I normally patrol these waters looking for food.
I say, have you found it?
Well, I thought so.
We have a few we can spare.
You don't understand.
He seems to. Do you have any? No. You have horses.
Horses.
Can you spare one?
I think we have a horse, right? Yeah, that's all we have.
You have a
horses do
hold.
we have?
Yeah.
You have probably 8 horses in your hold.
Oh.
Cool.
I didn't
Plenty.
know we
You
had-
brought them with you.
Plenty to
Yes.
spare.
Yes, we did intentionally.
Can you just
Very much so. And
Can
consciously.
you just summon food? That would be better.
No,
He would not be happy with that.
Food I summon is
The
gross.
slop
Okay,
Jumnus
okay,
calls
okay.
food.
I don't know.
All right. All right.
Well, listen, I've been eating that for 2 weeks now.
Are you dead? No. Quit complaining.
So I'll say to him, would this satiate your hunger?
Yes.
Uh,
I seem to know you for some reason. Where have we met before?
I do not believe that we have met.
But the rest of you look familiar, he says, flopping about.
I'm like, yes, I believe we gave you the compass.
I don't think you understand. Do you understand? Is he speaking
Oh,
in Draconic?
right.
He's speaking in
Right.
Draconic.
Never mind then.
I'll
What do you say
speak
that in?
up, and I'll say to him.
Yeah.
Or I mean, would you say that anyway?
What do you say that in?
Uh,
Adventurer's Camp? Or?
yeah, I
All
guess.
dragons
Or
know
maybe I'll
French.
just translate and say, he seems to recognize some of you.
Yes, he's that beautiful dragon we met way long ago.
Yeah. I'll speak up then,
He's
and
so
I'll say
pretty.
we met
Look at it.
here on the Aegean, as well as on the battlefield in Prusa.
Very well. A horse would satiate me, yes.
I'll ask Argam to go get a horse.
He says, very well, it might take a moment.
Yes.
He swings a boom off of the main mast. A hatch on the deck opens up. A huge lanyard with a leather, almost like series of straps, starts lowering it down below. And as that's going on, he's talking to you. You had mentioned the compass?
Yeah, it's like the
Did
sheep
you
from
say that in
Jurassic Park.
Adventurers Camp?
Yeah. My tigers.
He
are
says
like,
to you, yes, I do remember. I have that.
My tiger's like.
How is it faring for you?
I have not figured it out yet.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Could you explain it to me? He reaches out with
know
a
how the
large
compass
paw.
works?
I do.
And he says very well.
The compass that I know how to work.
Explain it to work the compass.
How does it work? I can't figure it out.
Wait, can we all
What's
understand
that
him?
knowledge
How do you
worth to you?
Adventurers Camp.
Dragon.
Oh, he's speaking to all of us now?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, he's in common now?
Yeah. Adventurers Camp.
Oh, yeah.
I thought
Who's a dragon? What with a compass?
we were working in coordination here. What do you
Explain the
want?
compass.
Dragons care about, right? It's treasure.
What? You're bargaining?
Yeah. Well, we're giving him a horse for free. We're giving you a horse for free.
Well, it's for free in a manner of speaking, yes.
He's letting us live.
We could use an ally. And that's a dragon.
I guess that's true.
Hell yeah.
Sure,
Just
we
don't
want to
want to
stay
be
in your
friends
good.
with somebody. Don't ask for conversation. He's pretty cool, man. Don't be friends with
All
him.
right. Fine. Fine.
He's gorgeous.
In the interest of human-dragon relations, I'll give you a.
That's very interesting.
I'll give you the beginner's course on the compass, and I'll explain to him.
That's how Dragonborn were born.
That's how we introduced it. I'll take the compass, and I'll explain to him. Doesn't it do a bunch of things? Like it's got a bunch of different settings and stuff, or does it just do kind of like one thing?
No, it's got a bunch of different things.
All right, I'll teach. I'll teach him. I'll teach him how to know where he is, because I think that's the only thing I actually remember it does.
Okay.
As a player.
Okay. You say to him very quickly, one needle always points to magnetic north by manually pointing a second needle to the phase of the sun or the phase of the moon, and by placing a third needle to the local time of day with the aid of secret inner workings. A fourth needle automatically points to a known location. The compass knows the time of day at that time and location, thus enabling resection between magnetic north and the known location, thus indicating one's approximate location. The greatest flaw is the human element and the lack of information regarding the known location. The bearer must be able to see and determine the phase of the moon or sun in order to determine the time of the day. The more accurate the information entered is, the more accurate the result will be.
And then I lift my glasses up.
Also, I said that faster.
And in Italian.
And in Italian.
One more time.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's in tongues. He can speak Italian. Yeah.
And he says, very interesting.
Yeah.
And this fourth needle, what does it point to?
What?
Wait. What did it point to?
He's asking you.
Yeah, I'm
What's
asking
the
the
fourth
DM.
You don't know.
It's
unknown.
What the fourth needle points to. We don't know. Nobody knows.
Whatever your
Oh.
heart
Oh,
desires.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was the thing we kind of. Yeah. I
I'm
know.
still working that out.
Where's it pointing right now?
Yeah.
It's pointing almost due north.
Almost. Hand it back to the dragon. Does the needle change? Just hold it. No.
Has it changed? Like, so I've been messing around with him here and there. Has the needle been changing as I've been looking at
Ever
it?
so little, but you guys haven't gone that far, all things considered.
Okay.
So roll a perception check.
Okay. Maybe.
Well, no, like you said,
perception.
it's what you enter in with the
that's
other
12.
thing.
Whatever it is, you're pretty sure it's pretty far away.
Okay, I'll say that. I'll say I've been messing with it a little bit. I'm not sure. It's changed slightly as we've traveled, but if it points to something in particular, it's nowhere near here.
Well, if I encounter you again. Argam, the horse is being raised up, and the arm swings over to the edge, and they release it onto the deck. The horse is looking about, and he says, if you do find out, I would appreciate that. You seem to be eyeing my chest rather oddly.
I mean, you. It's great. You're
Your jewels are so beautiful.
you're gorgeous.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Do we have a way of contacting you again if we come across any new information, or vice versa?
Well, I think if you have something of mine, you can, yes.
May we have something of...
He reaches up and he kind of scrapes at his chest, and he pulls out a gem. Here.
What?
In the right way, you should be able to contact me.
Does that hurt, taking those off?
Well, if they're loose,
Do you have any other loose ones you could part with?
Could I have one?
We've heard great stories about the power of dragon gems.
I think they're just regular gems.
well,
Oh, I don't know.
these are not.
Would
you say?
about the dragons?
No, it was dragon gems.
No, it's the fingernails. Is the
Oh, dragon
that's what it
nails.
was,
Was that it?
No, it was Dragon
It was
Gems.
yeah,
no,
it was
those
Vyrexen
gems are just
said-
stuck on him
the
from
scales.
sitting on treasure.
No,
It was
no,
the
no,
other
no, no,
things.
because it was dragon scales, right?
I don't think so.
Vyrexen told us about this.
Vyrexen told you of something called dragon diamonds.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's not those.
But that was like their fingernails. That's what he was explaining it like, right?
Oh.
That they shed them.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you asking?
The DM, what Kip might recall that Vyrexen told
Why
him.
don't we let Vyrexen explain it
Yeah.
Okay.
next time?
Oh, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was
Okay.
fingernails shed, and then they used
Yeah,
them.
that's what I thought it was.
Was
Okay.
it fossilized?
But those are just like typical dragon treasure. They sleep
Yeah.
on treasure and they get stuck on
no,
them.
I think that's
Okay.
Dragon, what is your name?
Question. Very good question. Why it's boring.
My name
None,
is
none of us have cared until now.
Green Dragon.
my name is Draco Prasini.
Draco Persini.
Draco Prasini.
And I'll hold this gem
I'm
and I'll say,
Borinth.
no,
Boren.
yeah, Lord Draco.
We are the champions of the sun.
He reaches, grabs another gem off of his chest, and hands it to you. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
I'm Livia.
We are
He pulls one off.
the champions of the sun. And we are looking to right some terrible wrongs in this world. Have you been in contact with any other dragon kind?
Dragons are somewhat solitary beasts, but we do speak of one another now and then.
Do you know of a dragon that may be under the influence of a particularly powerful, maybe a dragon that's against their will being used as a weapon?
A red dragon.
A red dragon.
A red dragon that is against his will.
Is being used against his will, being controlled.
It would be very difficult to control the dragon.
But this man is very powerful.
is a vampire.
A vampire, not a man.
Mm-hmm.
Not a man.
He continues
A
to
vampire
fly.
of all vampires.
Dragons tend to bind themselves voluntarily with humans.
Do you know this red dragon?
Are you sure it's a dragon?
From what we've seen,
Looks like a dragon.
it looks
Smells
like
like
a
a
dragon.
Smells like
to
a
us.
dragon.
Quacks like a dragon.
It would be quite unusual for a dragon to bind itself with an undead being.
Could it have been done against its will?
It's possible.
Yes.
Powerful magic has its way of doing things, and different dragons are like all of you. They all have different abilities.
What does it? Excuse me. What does it mean to bind to a person?
It's a relationship.
that is, they establish between one another. There's no easy way to describe it in perhaps a way that is very simple.
Are you bonded with anyone?
Yes, I am.
Yes?
Is this what I think it is?
Oh, that's cool.
Puts the ring
Is
back.
that is that what brought you to Crusoe?
It's good for you.
No, I was probably looking for food at that point.
Oh.
It's pretty far, I know.
Yeah.
If that's where I was. I don't know all of the human names of cities. You'll have to forgive me.
That was a big fortress type deal. You were shooting fire at people.
There are lots of fortresses, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Have a good day.
Oh yeah.
Draco.
Draco Prasini.
Draco
But that might not be a
Prasini.
good thing.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna bring
Gundrick
that
tried to
up.
attack him.
Is it
He meant
reasonable for you to have concern about
Be friends with him, and then the next
an
episode-
extremely powerful vampire that may be able to convince other dragons to be in allegiance to him?
Vampires are awful. They should be dispatched from the world.
Do you have a way
Well, this
to
is-
do that?
Well, you're great.
Yeah. Sorry.
Which is
this
bizarre.
This is our mission. This is our quest. Can we call upon you to help us?
To the extent that I can.
Okay.
If I. But you look like very powerful individuals.
We're trying.
With those gems, you have something of mine, and you should be able to reach me.
Can we do that? We can't scry or anything. Are we going to contact with the...
Actually, I've been talking to Sarah Ray. I can scry.
He knows
and
Sarah.
I know Sarah Ray.
Just in case you didn't know, he knows Sarah.
Yeah, we're on. Yeah.
Yes, we're buddies.
It's a goddess, I've heard.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
I know Woden.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I don't think you do.
Just a little bit.
No, not like I do.
I have
Not like
heard
you
of
guys
that one
are.
as well.
But yes. So yeah, thank you for the gems. We can definitely use those. I can scry in people now, and I can send you a little message in your brain. And
Very
you can talk
well.
back. It's only 25 words or less though, so just be mindful of that. I always forget.
Thank you for the horse.
Yes. Enjoy it.
He reads.
Our friend Matthias has others as well, so...
Matthias.
Wait, what?
He's got a really big one.
He's got a really big, juicy one.
No one is taking
Why
my
would you do
horse.
that?
This one will do for now.
Okay.
He reaches over and he flaps in and he grabs hold of the horse and he says, "Until we meet again then." And he starts to fly off.
Draco.
And he turns.
Draco. Malfoy, whatever your name is. Draco.
Prasini.
Prasini.
Draco Pristini.
Is the are the seas open and clear to where are we going?
Vlore.
Vlore, do you know if from between here to there is it safe travel? Are there any battles or any danger that we should be aware of?
Not that I'm aware of, no. It
Okay.
should be fairly smooth. You're not
Okay.
far from where?
Where are we going?
Vlore?
Vlore?
Yeah, we're going to Albania.
Vlore? No. Shouldn't be far at all.
And there's some Italians down the other way attacking some villagers and people. Maybe you can go and
Have dessert?
have some dessert with those Italian soldiers.
I don't think that. Okay.
Born's getting really.
All right.
He's turning.
He's turning. He's turning.
Well, we were gonna, you know, I mean, they're attacking a thing. I just want to send the dragon, right? They'll just mop it up, right?
Just kill everybody.
Oh, we don't know that. He seems nice.
Yeah, you're yeah. I'm glad we had this talk. Draco.
And Draco takes off.
Okay, bye. See you.
What were you doing, man?
Okay. What?
What was that all about?
What are you talking about?
You're being really weird.
Do you be weird?
I mean, you were like, Making the googly eyes and stuff at the dragon.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going downstairs.
I'll be in my bunk.
He's like, leave the gem with us.
So good. What? No, you have your own. Back off.
Yeah, I
gotta give you the gem.
Okay.
Give him the gem.
Okay.
So I put it in my satchel.
Okay.
My bag.
You put it in your satchel.
I guess I have a satchel now.
Bag, whatever.
Well, you need a lot of stuff now for the spells you can do.
Yeah.
You gotta carry a bunch of with you.
I don't. Oh yeah, and well, high level spells I'm getting, and I need stuff now. I gotta go shopping.
Your Indiana Tomes.
Yeah.
You need a bunch of candles and
I
weird
need
stuff.
incense and holy water. I got a list actually.
Anybody doing anything else? The day progresses.
Can I borrow some diamonds? And by borrow, I mean just have, so I can bring anybody back to life if I need to, because that's important.
Of course.
Great. I've
How many do
been
you
meaning
need?
to. How many you got?
Enough.
Isn't it like 500 GP worth?
Yes.
All right, so I will give you 5 diamonds.
5
worth 100 gold apiece.
Okay. All right. That will save one life.
Granted, you can get that.
Oh, you will consume them if you use them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll start on a per need basis.
All right. Okay. I hope I only need to save one life. No, actually, I have a spell now. I got a 10-day window now, so maybe I don't even need revisit.
Nice and right.
He says, "You can book up 10 days." Just like play.
What?
You can book up. Banjo Kazooie.
Oh, hey. All right. Let's throw it.
Do you guys do anything over the next couple days?
I expect the eye. Oh, how did Oda turn out
Probably.
with the identify?
Oh, good question.
Well, she hasn't done it yet.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Roll 2 other checks for me. Just two, a
Next
D20,
time-
a D20, then another D20,
Next
D20.
time we see the dragon,
14
I'll have some
and 7
questions for him.
for the first one. And then
Would you like?
Don't know. He seems to be
6
against
and
vampires,
12.
so it's a good thing
Okay,
you
so
see me
no
wearing that.
massive storms happen. The rate of Italia sails continues west from your perspective, and then continues north up the Adriatic. You see the Bay of Loire, a natural harbor and port. The last rays of light disappear beyond the horizon as you sail into the port. Everybody have a good time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is where we
Awesome.
get the kid
This
off,
was a
right?
fun one.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
The jewel
Yep.
that I got from the dragon.
It's probably like that big. It's pretty good size. It's not crystal clear. You probably need somebody with a little bit of skill to identify its value if that's what you're really asking.
I mean, I'm just trying to. I want to wear it like on a necklace. Is that feasible?
Yeah, you probably have to get somebody who really knows what they're doing to make it like
Like a
that.
jeweler.
Sure.
A jeweler.
Yeah, some type of
Thank you
craftsman, jeweler.
to
But yes, I mean, it's always
and
possible.
Lara and Sam for watching and talking
Sure.
in the Twitch chat.
Absolutely.
Yes. That was awesome.
Yes, thank you. The folks
Yeah,
in the
it's over,
Twitch
I'm
chat.
sorry.
What's over?
Yeah, I'm talking to them in the chat, but aloud.
They want us to play longer.
Well,
It
we
is
all-
what it is. Actually, I'll probably
They like
dicks. Over the course of the journey, I'm probably going to use the message spell a bunch of times. So I guess we could probably just do that at the top of the next one.
Sure. You probably, I'd say you'll have the equivalent of 2 days for the sake of argument. Okay. Just for the sake of argument, as you
more
pull.
commune spells.
And how
or
many
something?
how many
I
days
got-
are
I got
passing
cool
now
stuff.
that we're ending here? 2 more?
Just call it 2. It's really about 2.5.
So we're
but
at a
call
week.
it 2. Well, that's an interesting question. It took you a total of, call it 6 days from Constantinople. Okay?
Call it 6.
Okay, everyone have a good time. What was your highlight, Louvier?
Trying to seduce that dragon.
Trying to seduce, is that what it was? Seduction? I gotta figure out.
I knew it.
In
I
a
knew
sense.
You would want to bond to the dragon?
Yeah.
That's like Louvier's new golden life.
I want to be best friends with the dragon. He's so
No.
shiny.
Bonding is even more.
Cool. Okay.
man.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
You are still 6th level,
sounds super
correct?
cool.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
no.
Hold on.
Oh my god, everything's going wrong. Okay.
Yes.
6th level. So, I mean, with the level difference, with the WoW level difference, if you roll 1250 on experience, sir. Okay?
1250?
Yes. Ryan, what was your highlight, sir?
No, this was a really good one. I liked the role play that we had early in the game, going back and forth with the eye and a couple of the other things. But probably good that I hid the necklace from the dragon, since he doesn't seem to like vampires very much. I will have some questions for him next time about. I probably should have asked him now about the necklace, and I think also the ring, because I gotta read my thing, but I think it's linked to a dragon, if I remember correctly. So he might know more about it. So next time I see him, I might ask him about that.
Okay. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
I did not see a log, correct? No log or hook. 1250 on experience, sir. Did you have a good time, Mark?
Yes, sir.
What was your highlight?
I really liked wrapping the dude up around the mast with the snake.
That was pretty cool.
I thought that was cool. Tightening it while he was, being interrogated. Then we went down a dark path, but that was fun.
A little dark, not too dark.
Yeah. And I got to use some languages. I mean, Hellenic and Draconic. I didn't know if I was really going to get a chance to use that for a while, but that was cool. Didn't see that coming.
Awesome, and thank you for the log.
Yes, sir.
We talked about the hook. You're still level 7, correct?
Yes.
1150 on experience, sir.
Thank you.
Brad, Jumnus?
Yes.
What was your highlight?
I like the role playing in the beginning with the morality between torture and murder and like the mercy killing.
I hope we didn't go too far, but
no. I mean,
for me it
good.
wasn't. But
I didn't know how that was gonna. I mean, it was interesting how it played out, and I tried to make Jumnus like he knows he has to do dark things in order to achieve his goals, but he wants to do it, I guess, as humanly as possible. Like I don't know. And the scimitar is Saren Ray's weapon in that, so that's why I picked that up specifically. Why I brought it with me, and I'm gonna try to probably practice with it over the course of the adventure. I'm not proficient in it because I'm not proficient in martial weapons, but
okay.
I'm gonna toy around with
you
it.
never know.
That was cool. I really liked spreading the gospel of Saren Ray. That was a lot of fun. We'll see if I can convert these people over the course of our journey. Actually, I'd probably be doing that during the 2 days.
Sure, absolutely. Understand.
Dragon was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun all around.
Okay, you're still level 9, and
Yes.
you were not still. You are now
I'm-
level 9. I think this was the
This is my
first session
first
where you
level
were
9
level 9. Thank you for the log and the hook. 800 on experience. Brian Borinth, what was your highlight, sir?
Just like everybody else, I had fun with some of the role playing stuff. Borinth doesn't really like to let anything stand in his way, and he's willing to do whatever he has to do. He doesn't see it as being bad. He doesn't see it as being good. He just sees it as what needs to be done, and that's what he does. He just
the one making
plows
the
right
hard
through it.
choices.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, had a great time.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, all the side conversations that we were having and stuff, and yeah, it was good.
1050 on experience. Reiner, did you have a good time?
Yeah, I did.
Awesome. What was your highlight, sir?
Actually managing to save the people, I think.
Very cool. But, okay, cool. Yeah, the water wave by you, if you hadn't done that, I don't know.
Yeah, that was way more powerful than I thought it would be.
Well, it was a combination of a good tactic and a good die roll.
Yeah.
So it worked out.
I did not think that ship was gonna.
Yeah.
Gonna be left there.
Makes the DM improvise.
Yeah.
She had a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I did not see a log or hook from you. 750 on experience. Okay. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Guys, I had a good time. As you probably may or may not know, I started DM with another group. It's interesting how there's like this, you talk about possibly going down a dark direction and so forth. It took probably a little while for everybody to get used, and I've forgotten because we've been gaming together for almost 2.5 years now. But there was probably
another game.
No, I'm not DMing.
Playing another game.
No,
I
can't.
I thought you
I
said
can't. I'm playing in another. I can't DM.
Oh, okay, yeah,
There's
yeah.
no way. It's just not
Right,
possible. My wife would kill me. No. But there's that. We're in that phase of learning about what each other
Where the borderlines are.
Yeah.
With everybody. Yeah.
So it's interesting where you guys all know where it is for each other pretty much. Every once in a while, Tom gets goes a little too far, but
Jackson Water.
But there's but you know where it is. It's interesting. It's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. I hope everybody had a good time. I had a good time. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching Seven-Sided Dice Carpathian Adventure. Again, we would like to thank Sirenscape for the use of their audio sound effects. That's www.syrinscape.com. Thank you, artists Yenu and Silky Noir, for the terrific character art. Please patronize them via the @Yenu draws on Instagram, @Yenu on Tumblr and Twitter, and patronize Silky Noir on DeviantArt. Please comment in the Twitch chat room. Continue to comment in the Twitch chat room. On Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube,